Hey, you just cue me like that, right? Go. Yeah, man. Go. Just cue me. Yeah.
Once or twice. See if I put the shades on, I wouldn't be able to see.
Oh. Well, the sun's not in your eyes, thank God for now, right? But it's in and out, right?
What do you want me to do? Shall I button it or?
Stand by. Come out. Yeah.
This is Bermuda Day, this is Race Day, and this is the buildup to one of the island's most iconic showdowns. The road is set, the runners are ready, and the crowd can feel it coming. In just 1 hour, history will come alive once again at the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. But right now, this is where the story begins. The matchups, the contenders, the atmosphere, the anticipation. Welcome to the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby pre-show.
And good morning, Bermuda. Welcome to the 117th edition of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. I'm Ian Rollins, live here at Bernard's Park. With me is my co-host, Julie Matthews-Bouchard. Good morning to you.
Good morning and good morning, Bermuda. What a spectacular day. You know, I was driving in all along North Shore. I have never seen the water so calm. It was like glass. I mean, the sunrise was spectacular. This is the first time I've been here at this hour. Ian, I know that, you've done this once or twice.
It's all good. It's
But
all good.
what energy. I mean, things are just getting started here. The vendors are setting up. I think we're in for quite the treat today.
We are, and this is going to be our first time broadcasting here from Bernard's Park. As you know, the last 2 years it finished at Court Street. This year is finishing at Bernard's Park, and coming on at 7:30 feels like the Bermuda Day. Bermuda regarding Good Morning Bermuda back in the day with Marlene B. Landy and Winston J.R. Jones.
You are aging yourself. Ian. You are aging yourself. But I have to say, I remember that show too.
Okay, you're not far off there.
I'm not
You're
far off.
Well, folks, we're going to have a spectacular event today. From 7:30 on, we're going to bring you live coverage here. Of course, we're going to throw it up to Somerset very shortly. We're going to speak to Mike Sharp and the other crew that are going to be outside giving us reports with the commentary team. And then, of course, Elisa Bernard and Ryan at BUEI will give us updates on there. So please join us and just sit back and relax and understand the 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby here at Bernard's Park for the pre-show, followed by the live broadcast and, of course, the post. Are you nervous?
You know what? I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited more than anything because we've got so much going on. Listen, I took a drive last night. I don't know if any of you did, but I mean, everybody set up along Cedar Avenue, Party Avenue. I think that's what we should be calling it. I mean, people apparently spent the night there.
That's right. That's right. And it's been an ongoing thing. And, people were putting down tapes back about a month ago. And then what I understand yesterday from the newsroom people that people were getting a little scuffles. It's an annual thing. So it needs to be cleared up because it's getting to be a little bit out of hand. People saying, I've been here for 18 years, I've been here for 5 years, I've been here for 25 years, this is my plot. But nevertheless, we're here now,
It's
right?
all in
We're
good
here.
fun.
It's
It's all in good fun. I mean, there have to be, I don't know, a few thousand people along that avenue, just that avenue alone. But all along the course, I think all Bermudians come out. You know, it's one of those things. It sets the tone
Correct.
for Bermuda Day.
Right. Coming out of the West this year, of course, you know, it's a year-about thing. Last year was St. George's, this year it's Somerset. People have their differences, which one they favor. I think both of them are challenges.
Well, I mean, last year they changed St. George's start. I mean, once upon a time, I think it started on an incline.
Correct.
What a way to start a race.
Because of the course, when it finished in Court Street, the course had to be redesigned again, and so they took them back. Said like a downhill start, so different.
All right. I mean, I'd prefer to start downhill. I don't know.
Actually, flat, just leave it flat for me.
Flat?
Yeah.
I mean, you're a bit of a runner yourself, right?
Back in the younger days, I leave it like that, the sprinter days. We weren't doing no 13.1 miles, that's for sure, right? It was just 100 meters and 200 back in the younger days. First of all, congratulations on your pickleball.
Oh, you're telling everybody?
Yes, you have to share it. You won a gold medal last night.
That's right.
What was it like?
I won my first 3.5 gold. I'm very, very, very excited.
You love pickleball.
I love pickleball. I do. But I think that coming back to this race, we've got a lot of action and a lot of excited runners waiting for us at the starting line. And Mike Sharp is right on hand at the starting line, and I think he has a lot to say.
Yeah.
Mike, take it away.
Good morning, Ian. Good morning, Julie. Mike Sharp here from Naval Field in Somerset. I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Shane, originally from South Africa.
And I understand this is your second time running. You ran out of St. George's last year. How are you feeling before the race starts?
Definitely nervous excitement. Nervous, I'm unsure of the route, but excited because I finally get a run on Harvey Hill.
Absolutely. It's the hills that will be challenging today. How do you feel about those hills? Do you have a strategy for them?
I'm planning to try go a little bit slow at the start, save my energy. I tend to go full burst on most of my runs, so I'm going to try keep it in check this time.
Awesome. Good luck out there. You've heard from us here at Naval Field. Back to you in the studio.
And thank you, Mike. As they prepare for the 117th edition of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, the commentary team is making their way there, so we'll hear from them later. So we're going to take a commercial break and be back. We give you more insight from Bernard's Park.
The Half Marathon Derby will be right back after these messages.
In a world of unprecedented complexity, we help our clients and partners build the resilience to withstand setbacks, meet the moment, and shape the future.
Yes, Mom.
At AIG, we provide expertise and solutions to move businesses forward. We are partners in progress, helping turn challenges into opportunities through advanced risk management solutions and a global network of claims experts.
Right, what you're saying.
In the face of uncertainty, we help our clients act with confidence. AIG, forward we go.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Discover
No,
Drop
we're gonna
It,
talk
your
about
go-to
something
grocery
about
delivery.
this year as well.
Browse and select
Yeah,
from
I
a
gave
wide
you
range
this
of groceries, from fresh
No,
produce
we share,
to daily
we all work
essentials.
together. We all work
Our
together.
friendly
We all
drivers
work
deliver fresh groceries to your door fast,
Cool.
saving you time and hassle. With Drop It, you get fresh groceries delivered fast, so you can
Perfect.
focus
I
on
didn't
what
see it.
really
I
matters.
didn't see it.
Drop It,
didn't see it
freshness
on my
at your
phone.
doorstep,
I see he
delivered
didn't
to
see
your
it.
No, I
door
didn't.
with
I didn't.
Windows.
I didn't see
Why
it.
go anyplace else?
That's perfect. Cool.
Yes, babe.
I could-
An e-bike. Before you take to the road, let's go over some
Sound good, you
recommended
did.
safety
Yeah, it's good.
cautions. Even on an e-bike, you still are required to ride at a safe speed. Ugh. Yeah, bite, your hand's still soft.
Yeah. Not big.
And follow traffic
Correct.
rules. How'd you even get here? And don't forget to check your brakes. That's why you should wait till you're 16 to ride that thing, bye. I meant to do that. Ride smart, ride safe, Bermuda. Together, we can break the cycle.
This message has been brought to you by the Bermuda Road Safety Council.
Hey, if you're chasing sunshine and the sea, there's no better spot. St. George's, believe me. White Horse Grill's flavors you can't ignore. Wahoo's got the drinks by the Monaco Bay, where the waves kiss the shore. One taste, one trip, you'll be back for more. Dine, drink, laugh, and...
What lasts isn't what you buy, but what it becomes. With the HSBC MasterCard credit card, every spend quietly adds to a story shaped by intention and offers what matters most. Support that meets you where you are. Protection that preserves what you choose. Confidence for the unexpected. Peace of mind wherever your story leads. Start your next chapter. Use your card today. HSBC is licensed to conduct banking and investment business by the Bermuda Monetary Authority.
I'm good, thank you, dear.
Hi, my name is Jordan Lamb. We're here to talk about my mom, Renee Lawrence, and her dedication and what she done for the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. She put her heart and soul into it. The late nights, the early mornings, on the day itself. It was everything, from a young child, following her footsteps, being there with her every step of the way was something that I'll never forget. Even now, this year, I'm, doing everything, by myself and kind of just taking on her mantle that she left behind, you know what I mean? And so I'm appreciative, I'm thankful for everything that she has taught me along the way, life in general and with the Marathon Derby. And I don't take it for granted at all. If you know Renee Lawrence, she loved to work and she was really, really proud of that, very enthusiastic about that. I would have loved sometimes if we definitely took a break. But no, I mean, those times for us together, I will always cherish those things, you know what I mean? Even with my daughter now, who I have, she's done, I want to say a water stop and a relay stop twice, so now she's, the legacy is passing on to her. My mom, of course, as people do know, she was sick. She had colon cancer. And she really said, you know what, let me just get in on this because, at some point, this is, everything's going to hit the fan and, we just want pictures to, to last and have everything sorted out. And so if you do know Renee, she does not like pictures at all. So for her to say that and to do that was a very, very big thing. So yeah, Pals, definitely. Pals is great. Pals was there from the start all the way up to the beginning, whether it was finding a nurse, whether it was therapy for me or my daughter, even therapy for my mom. I mean, I remember dropping her to, doing art therapy and whatnot. I was thinking to myself, forget being an accountant, you could be an artist, you know what I mean? But no, I mean, Pals is everything, and what they do for the community, what they do for Bermuda, it really doesn't go unnoticed. And so, I mean, I want to thank the Derby for, kind of donating back to Pals this year. So I really, really, really thank Aunt Gina for that and everybody on the Derby staff committee. Thank you. I see the runners first thing in the morning when they get on the ferry. I see them when they come past me at the relay stop or water stop, and then I see them at the finish. And yeah, that's not something that I want to do. I can't. I'm not even going to lie to you, no. But kudos to those guys. After dealing with the Derby, I'm actually in the parade myself with the Gumbays. So yeah, after I finish the Derby, I go home and take a 2-hour nap and then head down for the parade. But no, I don't see myself running anytime soon. Yes, everybody, I just want to wish you a happy Bermuda Day to all the runners. If you do see me, I'll be at Lovers Lane. You can wave, give me a shout, anything like that. I'll see you at the ferry terminal early in the morning. And then after the race, everything is finished. You can definitely watch me. I'm with Gumbay Warriors. I'll be bleeding the drums. Happy Bermuda Day.
Welcome back to the Half Marathon Derby pre-show.
Here at Bernard's Park. I'm Ian Rollinston with Julie Matthews-Bichard. That was an interesting piece by Jordan Lamb, the son of the late Renee, his mother. I had the opportunity to work with in the committee, and she was a hard worker. She was dedicated. Her professional field was accounting, and so she took care of the books, and she was a no-nonsense person, but dedicated to the Bermuda Half Marathon Committee, and of course the sport itself.
I didn't have the opportunity to meet her, but I'd heard all about her in the years that I have covered the half marathon derby, and she sounds like an amazing woman.
Yeah, of course, Jordan's going to follow his mother's legacy, and he's a hard-working person himself. Puts in a lot of time with the committee as well, and then he puts in, of course, plays for the Gumbays. He says he goes home, gets rest, and re-energizes his energy and comes out and does the parade. I don't know how he does that. That's a lot of work itself, because he starts like 4 o'clock in the morning on an event like this, puts in the time, and then goes and puts in the time with the parade. So kudos to him. She's going to be a miss, I must admit. Renee's going to be a miss, and she put in a lot of time with Roger Lee, Gina Tucker, of course, the new president right now, Melissa Luby, and so forth. So it's going to be a miss, but we will soldier on, and of course, we'll never forget her.
Well, that particular group who made up the committee, they introduced so many different things to this marathon. They
That's
just
true.
kept revitalizing it. I mean, from digitizing the times.
That's correct. That is correct. Yeah, yeah.
That was a very important move.
Yeah, and also really organizing by marking out the course itself to make it 13.1 miles, then making the year about, right? That was a significant accomplishment under this committee, and then they were strong in obviously moving the event to Fridays. I'll be honest, they were the ones that were behind the scenes to say, let's take this event and move it to Fridays, because everyone knew what was happening at the time back, that kids were not going to school the next day, right? They were out celebrating Bermuda Day, which is great. And of course, the enthusiasm got bigger and bigger, and so government made the change and moved it to Friday. So there's no excuse for tomorrow, because there's no school, unless they didn't go to school on Thursday.
I understand that there were a few of those who might have skipped school, those who
Oh,
were
really?
participating in the parade.
Interesting, interesting. Well, let's move forward now. The event itself, this being the 117th, Sean Trott is the defending champion. Last year, he won it out of St. George's. I think this year is going to be some fierce competition.
I mean, there's so much going on this year, so many different storylines. I mean, okay, will Sean repeat? Will he defend his title? Will Lamont reclaim his title? Will Dennis Mbelenzi, who's competing for the first time legitimately,
legitimately,
will he actually be a factor in this
well,
one?
the talk is that he's the favorite. Dennis is going to be the favorite this year. We will see. It's a different course, of course, coming or returning to Somerset and then finishing at Bernards Park. When Dennis ran, I think a couple of years ago, I don't remember the exact, but it was coming out of St. George's.
That's right, I remember that.
This time it's coming out of Somerset, so we'll see.
That's right. And also in the women, we don't have the defending champion, Gail Lindsay.
Last 3 years she had been winning, right?
That's right, Triple Crown champion there. And so she's not in it, so we will definitely have a new champion this year.
For sure. And what's going to be interesting is, will we see a new course racket this year? Probably not. Of course, coming out of Somerset, the course racket is 108 and I think 32 seconds. That
Chris Swanwick.
Swanwick is like, wow. But the record he set was in St. George's, 107.42.
Even
so
faster.
That's even faster, right? But since he's retired, basically, they've been finishing around 110, 111, so they're well off the pace from breaking that record.
I mean, really. But Dennis has been running really, really well this year. Despite that little mishap he had when he went off course, other than that, he's been completely dominating, from what I understand.
Okay, well, let's go back to Somerset right now and speak to Mike Sharp. Give us an update how things are going there. Mike?
Don't say anything.
Hi, Ian and Julie. We're here at Naval Field, and I'm with Daniel Woods, co-founder of the Grateful Miles Run Club. Daniel, how many years has the Grateful Miles Run Club been a part of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby?
Well, the club was actually formed from the Bermuda Half Day Derby. We started to just all work together to try to run for it. And so about 3 years ago, we guys came out, and that was our first one proper. And then we've just been building from stride to stride ever since.
Okay, how's the excitement within the group? Is it a competitive group? Are you a fun group? Who's the fastest we got around here?
So the guy to my right thinks he's the fastest, but the guy to the far right would probably be the fastest. That's Marquise. And it is very competitive. Everyone says they're running for vibes, but once the bell goes off, I think everyone's just going to sort of turn into that shark, that dog in them. So we'll see how it goes.
That's what we like to see. And how many members do you have as a part of the group? How many are running today?
Today, we probably have at least 35 to 50 of us. That's probably more than that. Probably about 60 of us if you include the relay. We've been working towards it, so every week we've been up in the distance with different people have been up in their distance. We've been talking people into getting signed up, and so yeah, I mean, we do a lot of work right up towards Bermuda Day, so we're very excited for it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's good to see you guys running. It's good to see everybody out there having a good time, the competitiveness. Are you guys going to be interacting with the crowd? How does the crowd help support you getting along?
Honestly, the crowd is what we do it for, I would say. Like, just the energy, the vibes, all of the good energy, right? So Burnt House Hill, like, what's your favorite spot?
Honestly, Front Street. Apart from Marketplace, of course, Heron Bay Marketplace, that's my area. That's my neighborhood, my family. But Front Street, Cedar Avenue, on the way to the finish line feels real good.
Okay. Well, hey, good luck to all of you guys out there. Wishing you guys all the best. Cheers. You've heard from us here at Naval Field. Now from a word from our sponsors.
The Half Marathon Derby will be right back after these messages.
Good luck, you guys. Thank you.
Be safe with PPE from Medical House. We also have thermometers, hand sanitizers and dispensers, and everything else you need to provide protection from COVID-19. Our uniform department has the best choice of scrubs, comfortable footwear for men and women, high-vis safety clothing, and for the toughest jobs, work boots and clothes from Cat and DeWalt. See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
Hello, Bermuda. I'm comedian Alonzo Bowden. I'm usually funny, but you know what's not funny? Each year in Bermuda, there are over 400 new cases of cancer diagnosed. Living with cancer is scary, it's confusing, and it's isolating. I bet you know someone who's gone through it. I know I do. And no one, I mean no one, should have to face cancer alone. That's why Bermuda has PALS. I mean PALS, P-A-L-S in capital letters. The great people who have provided free in-home nursing care and emotional support to cancer patients and their families for 45 years. That's right, I said free. No joke, it is free. How do they do it? With support from pals like you, generous people who know that even a small donation of time or money will make a big difference in someone's life. So check out the PALS website and let's see how you can help. I'm a pal. Are you?
Hey Bermudian entrepreneurs, discover the simplicity of showcasing your products and services and get your business online and in front of virtual shoppers today. Use Buy Bermuda. For qualified vendors, sign up is free. Buy Bermuda is an online market where Bermudians can sell their products and services and shoppers can find everything they need while shopping locally online. By choosing Buy Bermuda, you're making a difference, supporting local dreams with every purchase. Entrepreneurs, join Buy Bermuda today and let's celebrate Bermuda's vibrant community together. Your success story starts here.
Good day, yeah. My name is Gina Tucker. I'm the last trustee right now of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. I have been involved in the Derby from a young age when my father, he used to do everything upstairs in that kitchen up there in the dining room table. And what I used to do, maybe at the age of 5 or 6, used to pin the little pins on the numbers that used to go on the runner's chest. And that was sort of my introduction. It was a different time back then, let me let you know. Because back then, the runners, they had bikes around, the lead runner and whatnot, and one bike might be handing on some water or whatnot, but it was a totally different time. It wasn't as many runners, and the run was more or less from a point to point. Right now, our run is measured. It's a half marathon measurement. That started maybe about over 20 years ago. Let me take you back a little bit more because really the main character behind this was my Uncle Cecil Minus. And he had a crew of guys, I believe Mr. Place from out on Court Street. I can't remember a few of the others, but it was a group of gentlemen from some from Court Street and whatnot. But my uncle Cecil Miners, he was really the one that was out front. Certain runners definitely stuck out. You can't forget Ed Sherlock, first of all. Living legend, Mr. Ed Sherlock. Running along that time was also the Virgil twins, which were just immaculate in their dress. They had a scarf around their neck. They were both dressed alike. I also remember Marionette Bean, one of the first women to be dynamic. You know, personally, no, I have not run this race. And you never know. Maybe in my 70th or something year, I might run this race. But for everyone that is running this race this year, run it, enjoy it, and take the memories with you. Because the crowds out there really support the runners, and you will be cheered on, and take the memory with you. Good things.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Mike.
And we are here in Hamilton today with some trivia questions.
Just to see how much people know about Bermuda. What year did the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby first begin? A, 1926, B, 1953, C, 1909, or D, 2012?
ABCD, 2012.
Not quite.
Is that the 50s maybe?
Let's go with D.
D, 2012?
Yeah,
That's your final answer, yeah?
Yeah.
2000? Unfortunately not. It was C, 1909.
What is Bermuda's national bird? Is it A, the pigeon, B, the kiskadee, C, the cahao, or D, the longtail?
I'm going to go longtail.
Longtail?
I'm going to have to say the longtail.
Unfortunately, the cahao.
The cahao.
That is correct.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Welcome back to the Half Marathon Derby.
And welcome back here, live coverage here at Bernard's Park. Judy, I have a trivia question for you. When was the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby founded? What year?
Let me tell you what year it wasn't. It was not 2012, okay? It was not.
No, you sure now?
I'm absolutely positive. 2012?
I know.
Come on.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. They wouldn't even say like 1960. 2012?
I don't know where that one came from. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 1909, just in case, you know.
We did say the 117th edition of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. They've been promoting that for the last 6 weeks or so. But 2012.
2012.
Interesting.
It was a good year, 2012.
Yeah.
But it was not the inaugural year of the Bermuda Half Day Marathon.
No, not at all. Not at all. So going forward, the weather, obviously, it's playing a major role for us. It's in our favor. And as we know, the race starts at 8:30. And usually after the first 45 minutes, that's when you start to feel the temperature, the humidity, and things of that sort. So the runners, they'll be fine for the first half hour, 45 minutes. After that, it'll be a different story. And that's when people say, you know what, maybe we need to change the time. So, you know, last night we did a poll survey, or for this week in the newsroom, and I think it was 48% asked for the race to start at 8 o'clock, 42% said 7:30, and then at 7:45 and 8:15 was a 5% even across the board. But 48% asked to start the race at 8 o'clock. You think that's a possibility?
I mean, we'd have to ask the committee members, of
Yeah.
course. Will half an hour really make a difference?
It would. It would.
Really?
Big time. Think about it. Half an hour, right? You're probably 3 miles down, right? As it's starting at 8 o'clock as opposed to starting at 8:30, that half hour will be at 9 o'clock. The 3 miles, that is, right? So there you go. Now we're going to take a commercial break. I think I'm correct. Yes, we are. We're going to take a commercial break, so we'll be back after this.
We are here with veteran runners Marla Smith and Cal Steed. Ms. Smith, how many times have you been running in the race?
This would be year 26.
26 years, that's incredible. And how are you feeling before this race start?
You always have the little nerves first thing, but I'm ready to go.
Sounds good. And Mr. Steed, how many times have you been running in this race?
This actually makes my 35th year running the marathon.
35 years, and now you have something impressive going on. Tell us about that magic mile.
The magic mile, I just like to get out front, help lead the race, be up with the elite runners, and just have a good time. It's a great feeling to be, I can still compete with them in the first mile.
Now, I've been watching Mr. Steed do this for years, and I tell you, that mile is absolutely electric. Is there anyone you guys want to say hi to out there?
Shout out to everyone. Have a great day. This is what it's all about, Bermuda Day.
I would like to say thanks to all the supporters and all the spectators that come out and support us on the course. Without them, this race will not be as successful as it is.
Speaking of that crowd, how does that crowd carry you out there? How do they really get you to carry on in the race?
Yes, the support that you get from everyone is what keeps you going. Even when you want to stop, when someone starts calling out your name and cheering you, that just keeps you going to the end.
Absolutely.
I'm the same. When you're running, the support of the people, especially when you're coming down Cedar Avenue towards the finish, the people out there, we have a great time. Thank
Well,
you.
I am wishing you both all the very best out there on the race. You've heard from us here at Naval Field in Somerset. Now from a word from our sponsors.
The Half Marathon Derby will be right back after these messages. We are One Body in Christ movement for God's purpose, creative arts ministry. We serve God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. We're excited about Bermuda Day 2026. Well, Bermuda Day means a lot to all of us because not only are we all part of this, but we're all representing different denominations and different churches in Bermuda. We also have a member that in the past, not only did she do the parade, but she actually decorated the float. So she finished maybe some hour in the morning, 1, 2, or 3. And then she participated in the race, believe it or not. And then she went home, and then she stays around here in Hamilton, changed her clothes and came to the parade.
I usually do the marathon and then come and minister and dance with One Body in Christ. She sure do.
She's also decorated the flute.
Decorate the flute.
And then we had Dr. Suzanne that did the same thing. So if you ever like to come and join us, please feel free to do that. But, you know, it's about family. It's about family, it's about love, and it's about, you know, participation and showing that we are truly a community. Okay, now we all watch the race from different areas, okay? So one year my son did the race, but he did the relay that they have, popular relay. So I'm in the East, so I made my way along South Shore, and then at Port Royal School, I came down and I set up there.
My husband used to do the marathon, and we live in Somerset, so I used to go and park at Barnes Corner. That seemed like a really good spot. I'm not too tired, you know, by the time they get there, so I used to catch them fresh, you know, and then after that, I used to take South Shore to come to the parade.
I like watching the riders and the runners coming through town. So I normally catch the riders here on Cedar Avenue when they finish. And then I watch the runners come through the finish line. Yeah, I enjoy doing that.
So I'm in work as well. in work, so I watch them at the bottom of Longford Hill and Harbour Road. If I can get up in time, I'll watch the riders. But most of the time,
Never seen the riders. Never seen the riders.
So all the best riders, all the best. We still got you.
from the east as well, and was in Flex. It was a really good location watching them run up that hill.
We're going to pray for the runners and all the participants of Bermuda Day right now. So Heavenly Father, we come to you giving you honor, glory, and praise. This is the day that you have made, and we are to rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. We've got the runners running. We've got the participant in the parade, Father God. So we thank you for safety all around. Yes. We also thank you for the cyclists as well, Father God, and even those that are broadcasting Bermuda Day as well, Father God. Be with us all, Father God. We thank you for traveling mercies, Father God, keeping us safe and protecting us all, Father God. In Jesus' name we say amen and amen.
Happy Bermuda Day!
I have psoriasis, an autoimmune deficiency. It causes inflammation. It makes you itch. You're itching till you're bleeding. Dr. James gave me some holistic peels, some natural peels. What he's done for me has really worked. My skin's really clearing up. He makes you just feel like you're a part of his family or something. I've never been to a doctor like him.
Give us a call at 292-5111. We're here for you and we're not going anywhere.
For unwelcome guests, call EcoPest. EcoPest takes a thorough yet simple approach to pest control. We focus on single insecticide treatments with baiting and targeted treatments. This extra effort and attention to detail is what makes our service so effective and limits our impact to the environment. Call EcoPest.
Discover Drop It, your go-to grocery delivery. Browse and select from a wide range of groceries, from fresh produce to daily essentials. Our friendly drivers deliver fresh groceries to your door fast, saving you time and hassle. With Drop It, you get fresh groceries delivered fast so you can focus on what really matters. Drop It, freshness at your doorstep, delivered to your door with Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
I'm Shanae. I work at Barrett's. I'm running on behalf of the sales team this year. Relay. I'm doing the third leg. Usually I would be beside my family members that do, all my friends on my paddle bike, or just meet them along the route, cheering them on, encouraging them to continue. But I decided one year I need to actually get a bit more involved. So this year will be the year. So when I decided I was gonna actually run, I'm like, you gotta get out to this track. You gotta do some exercise, you gotta eat healthier, have less sugar, drink more water, and exercise. So I'm like, well, these stadiums right here is convenient. I'll get my miles in. I'll do what I gotta do, right? So I've been really working out since Easter. So I come to this track and I do maybe 2 or 3 laps at a time. And what I've done is increase my laps as I go. So I've been working, just say 3 laps for 3 days, add a lap on the next 3 days, a next lap the next 2 days, just to build up my stamina, build up my leg strength, and be able to get this done. So I try. Definitely don't make it her every day, that's for sure, but I get her as often as I can. So I'm running the third leg, which is from Tamarind Vale to Red Hill on Harbor Road. Like I said, I pick the shortest leg. I don't run, they run. So I pick what's easier for me and what's harder for them. Hopefully though, I'll be able to run the hill rest of the way and running at that finish line. So look for me, see you there. Safe run for everyone else that's running. Enjoy it. Most of all, it's Bermuda Day. It's about fun, family, togetherness. So have a good race. See you on the other side. I cannot wait to cross the finish line. I'm like, I've done this. I really can't wait.
Welcome back to the Half Marathon Derby pre-show.
And Bermuda, when you see her running, please cheer her on, because she's putting in the time and the effort and for this special day for the 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. We're going to go down to BUI. Before we go, I just want to shout out to a couple of people. I just got a text from Washington, D.C. Kelvin Bumby Simons Jr. is watching us, so good morning to you, Bumby. I got another text from Australia. People in Australia are watching us, and of course in New Jersey. So good morning to you all. New Jersey and Australia is 12 or 13 hours ahead of us. But look, we got to go to BUI. We're going to go down to Ryan and Elisa. Give us an update on how things are going down there.
Thanks, Ian and Julie. Well, beyond the race itself and the runners, of course, today is also about the partnerships that are helping to fuel this long-standing Bermudian tradition. Isn't that right, Ryan?
It is. Thanks, Elisa. We are here with Jesse Haldeman. He is the AIG Bermuda Country Leader. AIG is the sponsor, the title sponsor of today's Half Marathon Derby, with a 5-year commitment. So, Jesse, Why was it so important for AIG to be the title sponsor of this event?
So AIG Bermuda is proud to sponsor the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby. This commits to our engagement with the community in wellness, in tradition, and in culture. When we look through the crowd that we have here for the AIG Fan Zone, this is over 30 volunteers for our company that are helping support the runners. They've been hard at work here, setting up since 5:30 this morning, and we have a number of people on the course today that we're going to be cheering on.
Awesome.
And Jesse, like you said, we've got an AIG camp right behind us. Tell us a little bit about this Fan Zone experience and what you wanted to bring to race day today.
So I think the idea of community is a huge event for the company and for the island. So to bring people together to cheer on the runners, to think about being able to support everyone that's been involved over the past months, training, supporting, planning. Huge credit to the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby for all their work. Also some of our staff involved in help setting this up. And so to be here today to join and see the results, see the runners come through, I think this is all of our hard work paying off, and we're excited for the day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jesse Haldeman, AIG Bermuda Country Leader. We're here again on East Broadway. Excitement is slowly building. As we said, we're here with the AIG camp. AIG, are we ready for race day? Awesome stuff. Well, we're patiently going to be awaiting the runners this morning. We're so excited. Thank you so much, Bermuda, for coming out and supporting this event. And Jesse, of course, lovely to have you on. Elisa Bernardo and
Ryan Michelson.
Reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting. Back to you, Ian and Julie.
Thank you very much. That's a very good report. Without AIG, as you know, they're the lead sponsors for this event. Thank you for putting on this event for AIG and additional sponsors as well. We want to thank you for that. We've got a short break here, so we're just going to throw right up to Somerset. We're going to hear from the commentary team, Nick Jones, Darren Butch-Burchell, Mike Watson, and of course,
Okay. Oh, gosh,
Albert J. Donovan.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Albert J. Donovan. I guess they're just waiting to hear from the commentators here in Somerset, so we'll just fill some time here. Sorry, go ahead, Julie.
I'm almost inspired to run this race. I'm almost inspired. I know that former president or outgoing president, Dr. Gina Tucker, actually ran this race.
She did. That's
One
right.
of the only presidents to run it, if not the only one.
Okay.
And she said nothing beats the spectators and how they actually pushed her over King Street when she was about to pass out.
Wow, there you go. So I'll see you next year in the race. Let's go to Somerset to hear from our commentary team.
Lamont, how long? Okay, you guys are live right now. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the starting line of the Bermuda Half Day Marathon 2026. Your commentary team, Mike Watson, Nick Jones with the men, and of course, Darren Butchie-Burchell and Jay Donovan with the ladies. Butch, one thing's for sure, you're going to get a new champion, and the other thing that's scripted for sure is there's going to be 5 or 6 male and female fighting out for these titles this year.
Yes, Nick, certainly. Today, we all celebrated, local legend has it that the sun will cross the line. Now, there is some debate whether it's today or actually the 24th of May. One thing that there's no ambiguity when considering crossing the line, like you said, is that we're going to have a no women's champion crossing the line. We're looking at people like Teresa Ruiz, Jay Donovan. Who are some of the other women that we're looking at?
Right. So good day, everyone. From last year's cohort, we had Christine Daly, who was second last year, and Teresa Ruiz, who was also third. We got Maddie Durkin and Steplenka Spirinkova. As well, we'll be running for some of these spots as well, and Christine Robinson.
Promises to be interesting.
Yes, it is.
In the men's side, of course, there's lots of people, and none other than my color commentator alongside me, 4-time champion of this race, I might add, Mike Watson, 4
Always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to be
Interesting race.
Yes.
It should be 4 or 5 of them battling out the whole way. I expect it.
Well, definitely we'll look at the likes of Ryan Outerbridge. He'll be a formidable force this year. And of course, we got the dark horse Tyler Smith slipping in there. And of course, Sean Trott, who will be trying to defend his championship. So it should look to be certainly a very challenging race. And the nice thing, Nick, is we don't have to be sitting there looking and talking about one person.
There you go.
Leading the event.
We are going to be live. This is your commentary team for 2026. Sit back, enjoy. Get on the Bermuda Today app or bermudabroadcasting.bm and watch it live. Great production. Stay tuned.
The Half Marathon Derby will be right back after these messages.
Hi, my name is Alana Wolf. I work at the Bermuda Tourism as the content manager, and I've been running on and off for a few years, since school, but now I'm just trying to get my fitness back after having a child. In particular, what inspired me to run the Marathon Derby is in honor of a friend who passed. She was heavily into the running scene, and a group of my friends are running to raise money for PALS. I've run the Derby before. I did the St. George's route. It was tough. It was hot. It was mentally and physically challenging, and so I'm excited. This will be my first time doing the Somerset route. It's been super challenging getting ready this year with a toddler and a very heavy workload. I'm finding time is really challenging for getting the training in, so I'm not going for a time this year. I'm really doing it for fun. You'll see me out there smiling and laughing more so than a serious face, because I can't put a time on myself this year. From experience, I would say on the day, you just got to take it as it comes. It might not be your best run. It might be your best run. There's going to be challenging moments, but the crowd is there to keep you going. And so just enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. I think I'm the only one running from the BTA this year. So I think they're calling me crazy. But they'll be there to cheer me on. So to everybody who's running today, I wish you all the luck, and I hope to see you out on the race. And if not, I'll definitely see you at the finish line.
I had the blood clots, and consequently that's how I initially went to Dr. James. The blood clot went to here and in my back, and I sat in the chair and I went to move, and when I did, it was like a knife going in my heart. Such a pain. My wife phoned the doctor. He said to send you straight to the hospital. When he came the next day, he said, "You are a very lucky man. You could have died." I just respect him, kept me in good health. I wake up every day, I feel good.
This is your time to make a change.
Hey, if you're chasing sunshine and the sea, there's no better spot, St. George's, believe me. White Horse Grill's flavors you can't ignore. Wahoo's got the drinks by the ocean's roar. Tobacco Bay, where the waves kiss the shore. One taste, one trip, you'll be back for more. Dine, drink, laugh, and...
Medical House has all the medical supplies you need, such as wound care and bandages, first aid kits. And did you know we also have one of the island's largest selection of personal care items and incontinence supplies? Adult diapers and pads that cater to different body types and lifestyles, as well as baby diapers and hygiene accessories. See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane. At HSBC, how we do business in our community is as important to us as what we do for our community.
We are here at Hungry Bay with HSBC today. We're planted over 500 mangroves. This work is very vital for our mangrove ecosystem.
Mangroves are critical for preserving coastal nature. By replanting them, we are really helping nature be at its best.
Thank you so much for HSBC for sponsoring the Microforest Project, but by extension, the Hungry Bay Restoration Project.
Welcome back to the Half Marathon Derby pre-show.
And welcome back to live coverage here at Bernard's Park. Julie, we are like 13 minutes away for the 117th event to get underway in Somerset.
You know, it's unbelievable, but I remember the point-to-point, and these are some of my fondest memories. I remember, and I live in Spanish Point, I've always lived in Spanish Point, waiting at that junction between North Shore Road and St. John's Road and Spanish Point Road, and watching the Virgil twins come by. I used to wait for them because they were always so well dressed.
They were. And of course, that's what they're known for, being well dressed. And of course, I think they won it a couple of times too, right?
Must have.
So credit to them. And they set a tone. They did set a tone in the dress code, right? Again, we are just moments away. When I say moments, about 12 minutes left before the big event gets underway with Nick Jones and his commentary team. I want to also shout out to Elizabeth in Croatia, who's tuned in. That's the general manager's mother, who's tuned in
Hi,
Croatia.
Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? Enjoying your time? Well, your daughter's doing a great job. Our boss. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, she's
Some
making
brownie
it
points
happen.
there, good brownie points.
Good brownie points. Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, there's some shout outs that we could do right here.
Yeah.
Donna Mae Masters, our former colleague, is right here in Bernards Park. Hi, Donna Mae.
Good morning to you, Donna Mae. How you doing? Then the other day I saw Austin Chapman.
Is he in the house?
No, he's not in the house.
Where's
He's
Chappie?
relaxing. I think this is the first time he's not working with us in like probably 45 years.
What?
Yeah, 45 years.
Wow.
So shout out to Austin Chapman, who's going to be watching in Whale Bay, Somerset this year,
Oh,
cheering everybody on. So good morning to him.
morning, Chaffee.
You know, it's interesting when you put a production together like this. It's not an easy task. It's always the hard work behind the scenes that make it all happen. And I just want to thank the crew that's made it happen as we build up to it. And without them, this wouldn't be possible.
And they've got lots in store for us.
They
There's
do.
drone footage. There's things we have never seen before that we can expect in this race, in addition to some exciting competition.
For sure. Who are you going to pick this year for the males?
I have to go with Dennis. I mean, I think he might have a slight axe to grind. Maybe that's not the way to put it, but
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
he might have a slight axe to grind
Yeah.
here. So
Okay.
I'm going with Dennis.
That's been the favorite. That's what people have been talking about the last 72 hours. So that Dennis is the man to watch out for. Like I said earlier, I don't think he's going to break the course record, but I think he'll be first to cross the line. I think Sean Trott is not going to give up. He's a defending champion. He's young, so I think he'll give a challenge.
And maybe Ryan Outerbridge.
Ryan Outerbridge as well, right?
Second twice in a row.
Correct. So it's not going to be an easy task. I think we're going to see it all happen, but we'll see. We'll see. And as you mentioned, there'll be a new female winner
That's
this
right,
year.
that's right. But we can't rule out Lamont. I mean, he'll want to get his title back.
For sure.
Mhm.
And then if he wins, it'll be number 7 for him.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Okay, we're going to throw it now to the commentary team. Oh, actually, we're going to go to commercial. We're going to take a commercial break first and be back after this.
Okay, so my name is Leanna Lambert. I am the head of PR and partnerships at Bermuda. I have been with the company for about 1.5 years now and absolutely love my job. We are bringing connectivity to and from the island, making sure that Bermudians have options, and I love being on that side of things. The other part of that is always being involved in community partnerships. And just recently we did the end-to-end. Relay for Life is coming up. But another partnership that I wanted to move forward with was Bermuda Day, the half marathon. I am the generation that is next in line to complete the marathon. Every generation before me, we've had an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, someone's been involved. I don't see any of my other cousins doing it, so I think that it was like ordained for me to be able to get involved in the run. So I have been running periodically. I've been training, and these are kind of my stomping grounds around Gibbs Hill Lighthouse to train, get the heels in, and try to keep that momentum going. But I'm also doing this as a tribute. So my mom recently battled, and she is a 3-time survivor. And now my cousin is going through the same battle. So this is also to show resilience and strength in everything that my family has endured over the last 2 years. I am doing this as a tribute run, but also as a personal ode that no matter how or what age you are able to accomplish whatever goal you set forth yourself. So Bermuda Day, here I come. Cheer me on, please have the water ready. But I'm looking forward to being involved in this year's Bermuda Half Day Marathon. So for everyone out there running the Bermuda Half Marathon, honestly, we just want to make sure that you get to the end. It doesn't matter if you're trying to beat your personal best, you're setting new records for yourself. If this is just a personal achievement and accomplishment for you, you're gonna get to the end. Just keep on pushing.
The Half Marathon Derby will be right back after these messages.
In a world of unprecedented complexity, we help our clients and partners build the resilience to withstand setbacks, meet the moment, and shape the future. At AIG, we provide expertise and solutions to move businesses forward. We are partners in progress, helping turn challenges into opportunities through advanced risk management solutions and a global network of claims experts. In the face of uncertainty, we help our clients act with confidence. AIG, forward we go.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Yes, mate, an e-bike. Before you take to the road, let's go over some recommended safety cautions. Even on an e-bike, you still are required to ride at a safe speed. Ugh. Your bike, your hand's still soft. And follow traffic rules. How'd you even get here? And don't forget to check your brakes. That's why you should wait till you're 16 to ride that thing, bye. I meant to do that. Ride smart, ride safe, Bermuda. Together, we can break the cycle.
This message has been brought to you by the Bermuda Road Safety Council.
Dreaming of starting your own vending business in Bermuda? BDC's vending license is your key to success. For just $100 annually or $25 seasonally, embark on your entrepreneurial journey. It's simple, accessible, and designed to support your business dreams. Apply today. In a few easy steps, you'll be all set to vend. Start your vending adventure with BDC. Bermuda business starts here.
Before the crowds roar, before the horns sound, before the first foot strikes the pavement, there is a feeling that lives deep in this island, a feeling passed down through generations, a feeling born more than a century ago, when pride met the road and Bermuda answered the challenge. In 1909, it began with a race, but it became something far greater. Through war, through change, through triumph and heartbreak, the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby endured, not because it was easy, but because it mattered. This road has carried legends: Private Jordan, John Simons, Stanley Burgess, Arthur Lambert, Ed Sherlock, Cal Bean, Kevin Smith, Chris Estwanick, Lamont Marshall, and the women who transformed history into possibility: Marinette Bean, Debbie Butterfield, Sandra Mewett, Anna Etherly. They did not just run, they lifted the standard. They carried the hopes of families, parishes, and a proud people. They turned sweat into memory and pain into legacy. Because this is not just a course, it is sacred ground. Every mile tells a story. Every corner echoes with names. Every step asks the same question: what are you willing to give? And every Bermuda Day, the answer comes. In pounding hearts, in clenched fists, in children watching from the roadside, in elders remembering the ones who came before, in an entire nation rising with the runners. This is more than a race. This is Bermuda's spirit in motion. This is tradition with a heartbeat. This is history that still breathes. To the runners chasing greatness, to the families lining the streets, to the ancestors who built the tradition, to the next generation daring to dream. This is the sound of legacy. This is the weight of history. This is the soul of Bermuda. And now, another chapter begins. Welcome to the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby.
Just follow the spot when you get started. Don't take nobody's spot, man. Not my spot.
Welcome to Bermuda Broadcasting's continuing coverage of the Bermuda Day Half Marathon Derby. Of course, we're live here at the new starting line. One thing for sure, Mike Watson, people might say there's not going to be a record today, but there will be a record because it's a new course yet again.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, and right now the runners are anticipating the start and quite anxious. Of course, it's going to be very hot today.
That's a big difference. We always talk for the last 30-odd years. We've been talking about humidity. Today, for once, there is not much humidity in the 70s, mid-70s. That's not bad for Bermuda. But the temperatures, we well know right now, it's hot as we stand in this van.
Yes, we've been on a bit of an Azores high. So, you know, usually when that happens, the days get hotter and hotter. And well, today it's one of those days.
One thing about it, this is the first time we will ever have seen the start because usually they're over the crest of the hill. We don't see them until they approach us. We're under the minute mark here. Of course, it's Mike Watson and Nick Jones following the males race. Darren Butch-Burchell and Jay Donowa will be following the females for you throughout this 13.1 half marathon. Finishing down at Bernard Park again, back away from Court Street. Probably the right decision under the fact that it got a little crowded down there. But the atmosphere is electric already. We anticipate thousands along the road. Somewhere in the 25,000 mark we anticipate being along the road to greet all these runners. Some 1,200 plus participants at the line. Everybody's got a separate goal. I know that we got people like Tonker Thompson from the Royal Gazette's running for the first time in his 56 years on this planet. We got people running for hope. We got people, and we're off. We are off, Darren Butch-Burchell. We are on our way. The runners are coming out of Somerset, and the scene is set. Of course, we know, Mike Watson, that Sean Trott is the defending champion. Ryan Outerbridge, who's been second twice. Dennis Umblenzi, Tyler Smith, Lamont Marshall, Thomas Mills are just a few of the names to mention for today.
Yes, and of course, at the start, we look at seeing those top contenders jockeying for the lead, and obviously some ones that aren't contenders getting in the way, but sooner or later the men will be separated from the boys. So as they start, we're just taking the turn by the church, heading up on Somerset Road, heading towards the first mile. It's Ford's car, and we'll be filling you in as we go.
Interesting thing, maybe we can get some comments just before these guys separate themselves. Maybe let's go down the line to Darren Butch-Burchell and Jay Donowa and let them set the scene for the women's race, which should see 5 or 6 contenders as well. Darren, are you there?
Talking about this right now.
Okay, we're coming back to the lead vehicle. I hear a blank there, so yeah. As we go,
yes. Currently, Ryan Outerbridge is being the aggressor. He's taking the pace out, and Sean Trott, of course, the defending champion, is making sure he's not letting him go. Dennis Memblezi is there on the wing. And in the back there looks to be Tyler Smith. Actually, Tyler Smith is leading now, and Ryan is actually hanging about 4th place. And behind him is the young Richardson, Callan Richardson. He'll be a bit of a surprise today.
As we see right from the start here, it's the 5 that we expected to be together, basically. The 5 that were on the paper, the 5 that...
Except Callan Richardson. Callison Richardson is serving to be a bit of a dark horse right now, and this should be interesting. But Callan has been doing great in most of the races leading up to this event, so he shouldn't be a surprise, as you said, Nick.
let's break this down because Dennis,
get this pace up, man.
Let's try to get some gap in here between the runners. Can we move this truck? This will be very tactical, though, Mike. We have to talk about it truthfully. Dennis did the Lindos and Lindos. He and Sean Trott had a good hook with one another, but he then disappeared off the scene for a little while. Do you think he was out there preparing for himself for this day?
Yes, most likely. Everybody has been preparing, but strategy-wise, obviously these five have decided they want to go for it right away. And Lamont is being smart. He's hanging back a bit and pacing himself. He's the older and the wiser one now. But he'll be strong in the middle of the race, so these guys better not falter because he'll come through later on in the race.
I was going to ask you, are you surprised that Lamont didn't come out with this lot, or you think he's going to do the cat and mouse, he's going to track him down later on?
Well, I would imagine he's experienced enough to have read up the conditions and realize it's a very hot day, and it's also a day you can burn out fast. So, while it's nice to get the cobwebs out and get going and get your rhythm, it's also nice sometimes to be sensible, and that's what he's doing. He's being a bit sensible, I think. But right now, it's all leading is Tyler Smith, the triathlete, is being the aggressor with Ryan in the wake. We got Dennis Mamblizi. We got Sean Trott is at the back of that group right now, along with Callan Richardson.
I mean, Lamont's not that far behind. Lamont's probably got a 50-yard drop-off. But as you said, he's probably setting himself for the future. We just got to remind everybody and say everybody as they approach the 1 mile mark here. This mile is sponsored by Miles Market. Thank you very much to Miles Market for sponsoring the first mile of this, the 2026 Marathon Derby halfway.
Yeah, Dennis looks to be very determined. He's wanted this one for a long time. And
we're at the 1 mile mark now, right here, sponsored by Miles Market. They've gone through this in like 5.5 minutes. Is that quick, you think, Mike, or is that just a pace that would normally be accepted?
8, 7.
Very respectable pace. Not exceptionally fast.
This is comedian Alonzo Bowden, but right now I want to take a moment to be serious. I want to talk about cancer, and I want to talk about PALS. Every year in Bermuda, there are 400 new cases of cancer diagnosed, and PALS is here to help. They provide free in-home nursing and emotional support for cancer patients and their families. Cancer has affected everyone. I know it's affected me. Sadly, I lost both my parents to cancer, but on the good side, my brother and sister were both diagnosed and now have both beat cancer. That's right. Actually, my doctor said it's only a matter of time for me, so I'll be back, Bermuda, because I'm going to get some of this free PALS care. That's right, I said free. It's all free. You know why? Because of generous people like you, people who help with time and money. Give to PALS. Any small donation can make a big difference. PALS. Check out the website. Looking forward to you helping everyone.
I had heard a lot about Dr. James' holistic approach. Started gaining a whole lot of weight, and I said, why am I gaining all this weight? And so he gave me several things. For my gut health, my digestional system, he also has me on a new diet. I've lost quite a bit. I'm losing more than I thought, but more so, I've lost a lot of emotional weight, which goes with mind, body, and spirit. He's an amazing doctor.
Give us a call at 292-5111. We're here for you, and we're not going anywhere.
I made a movie. Welcome back to continuing coverage of this, the Marathon Derby 2026. Tyler Smith, Ryan Outerbridge, and Dennis Mamblizi. All three of them basically shoulder to shoulder. Little bit of a gap back to Sean Trott.
They look like they've dropped Sean and Richardson. And mind you, it's early in the race. Right now, it's all about strategy. It's not definite that they will be the ones to put distance in everybody, but they certainly made a bit of a break early right now. We're just past mile 1. We'll be approaching mile 2. And these 3 look to be currently the force to reckon with.
About 20 meters back to Sean Trotz, and of course the other youngster that's alongside him. I keep forgetting his name, I have to confess. But the 3 of them are shoulder to shoulder. Dennis Umblesi, Ryan Outerbridge, and Tyler Smith, looking comfortable, shoulders rolling, stride, even pace. Let me apologize for the mile 1 marker. It's actually sponsored not by Miles Market, by Pals, and so is mile 2. So my apologies to Pals. I read my notes the wrong way. But these 3 look like they mean business, Mike Watson.
Yes, they are. They got a good rhythm going. You got Sean Trott, the defending champion, and Callum Richardson hanging back there. They look to be having their own personal duel. But right now, it looks to be the triathlete, Tyler Smith. On his shoulder is Ryan Outerbridge, and on his shoulder is Dennis Umblesi. So, yeah, that looks to be the force right now in the race. And the nice part is they're making a race of it early on. They look to be, Tyler and Ryan looks to be a little stronger than Dennis right now. But remember, we're very early in the race, and it's hot.
Dennis very much so, though. Dennis is one of those scenarios where he tells you straight up that he doesn't really care about the hills in any shape or form. And he'll drop off that little bit like he just did now. But Ryan's away in school, obviously, so he's kind of undercover. Dennis disappeared after that Linda's to Linda's in preparation for this. And Tyler, of course, is preparing for the 2028 Olympic Games, and it might just be in the triathlon, but his endurance level should be something good with his swimming and his riding and so on, all built into one.
If we are to compare the 2, Ryan would tend to be the faster because he's track-based. Tyler will be certainly more superior in the endurance department. But to be honest with you, Tyler Smith looks to be the one that is pushing the pace right now. So
but he's going to have to do it at some stage, because if he gets down to the last mile and a half, Ryan Outerbridge is going to drop him for sure. So sometime in this 13.1 miles, Tyler has to put a hammer down on Ryan to get rid of him.
That's right. That will be his best strategy, to wear Ryan down. And Dennis, of course, will be a bit of both. He's a pure runner, mileage-based, and I'm sure he does enough speed work.
As we come across the 2-mile mark here, once again, thanks very much to Pals for sponsoring the first 2 miles, mile 1 and mile 2, as they make their way onto the 3-mile mark. The 3 gentlemen in the lead, Dennis Umblesi, Tyler Smith, Ryan Outerbridge, 3 abreast, 3 aside, shoulder to shoulder, stride for stride. But we need to now go back down the line and catch up with Darren Butch-Burchell, Jay Donowa, and find out if they have the first women going past the first mile.
Split.
Did they change?
That second mile is a little faster.
We're still on here. Apparently there's a little mix-up with the crossover. We're at the bottom of White Hill Field as they start what is probably their second climb of the day. It's a lot sharper than people think, this little climb here, Mike.
Yeah.
And we can see by Tyler Smith trying to have a little go, Ryan slipping behind him. Again, Dennis dropping off on a hill.
Well, here's the thing. The second mile split was faster than the first mile. So there's a rhythm that's being established here that's a little faster. So Dennis is probably feeling that a bit more than Ryan and Tyler is currently. And of course, especially going over this hill. But getting over the hill will be the telltale. You still got Sean. Sean looks like he's pulled away from Callan right now. He's hanging back there by about at least 40 meters. So, you know, he's not out of it. Not by any means.
Tyler Smith and Ryan Outerbridge come over the White Hill side, stride for stride, shoulder for shoulder. Dennis Umblenzi some 10 yards behind them. We know that he doesn't do the work on the hills. He saves himself to come back at people right at this present moment in time. Sean Trott probably 20 behind him, not out of sight, not out of mind. So there's still lots to fight for. We're only passing it. We still have 11.1 miles to go on this course. Lots can happen. Lots can happen. As we said, we want to say good morning to the sick and the shut-in. Thank you very much for joining us on the Bermuda Broadcasters coverage of the half-day marathon. Very important for us to bring. Well done to Ian Rollins, Julie Bouchard, Peter Backenberg, Mike Sharp Jr. for bringing us the pre-race coverage. What a wonderful job they do. It's a beautiful day. It's not a humid day, but it is beautiful. But the heat is on, Mike.
Yes, and currently I feel a bit of a breeze, which should benefit the runners. But still, currently, Tyler Smith, Ryan Outerbridge pulling away from Dennis Memblezi, and chasing him is Sean Trott. But right now, we can't call it a breakaway as such, but it looks like that's materializing slowly but surely. They went through that second mile in 5:18 compared to the 5:24 first mile. It will be interesting to see what this third mile will be, Nick.
It will be interesting. We're not that far away, of course. Our third mile is sponsored today by Linda, so we want to give thanks very much to everybody who sponsored these mile markers throughout this race. It's awesome to have sponsors on each mile. It's a first for us here. But as we said, we're coming down to the Port Royal gas station and fire station, I should say. And of course, Ryan Outerbridge and Tyler both take water. Dennis Umblenzi has skipped the water thing. And we are going to go back and find Darren Butch.
We have just approached the 2.5 mile mark at the top of White Hill. And J. Edward Donovan, pre-race favorite who we spoke about, Maddie Durkin, has about a 100-meter lead.
Yeah, Butchie, she came through the first mile in 6:07. She really inserted herself into this race very early. Basically, just told her competitors, if you're ready to run, you're going to have to run fast. She passed the 2 mile mark in 12:25, so she's effectively running about 6 minutes and 12 seconds per mile. She looks very strong. She's got a 100-meter lead. The runner in second place is Madeiras, and Christine Daly's in third place. But right now, it's old Maddie Durkin. She looks very strong, very composed, and looks like she's looking to claim her first maiden title.
Yeah, she looks good. We have gone past, is that Georges Bay Road, the entrance there where the Jamaican shop is, and we cannot see another lady or runner until the top of the hill. Right. She has 1, 2, 3, almost 4 pole lengths lead. And her gait looks comfortable. Look how comfortable she is. Her rhythm is there. Her left arm is up strong. She swings around with her right arm just a bit. Her ponytail on the back is bouncing, and there's no one closer to her than as far as the eye can see as we pass Richards A's maintenance and the Pompano entrance.
Yes. Yeah, so she's looking very strong, and at this position now, she took water just before White Hill. And so she's very conscientious about her hydration and her intake. And I'm sure most of these runners will be taking some sort of gel in the next mile or two like this here. But as you alluded to, she's looking very strong. She has a race to herself. It's still early. She's looking at her watch. And obviously she would have a game plan. Markers 1 and 2, which was sponsored by Pals, and now we're in mile 3, which is sponsored by Lindo's. Miles 3 and 4 is sponsored by Lindo's group of companies.
Approaching Gina Tucker and the fire station, Jay, you'll be familiar with that. And she looks as if she's taking water, and she's taking a mouthful, do some over her head and over her chest, another mouthful. Just here by the fire department here at Port Royal, and we cannot see her closest rival. We do know that there is one in the distance, dressed in a red tie.
Right.
So Durkin is running away with it, no pun intended, earlier on. It remains to be seen if she can hold on to this pace. And as you said, she's reached in to take a gel that she has stashed in her top pocket, and she's on her way.
Yeah, she sure is. She's looking comfortable. She's looking at her watch once again, and she knows where she wants to be. And right now, it's going to be just a joy to take her along this journey, for the next 8.
Yes, to give
10
you
miles.
To give it an idea, she's now at the
She's almost at 3. Yeah, she's almost at 3.
A second competitor is just passing the fire station. We can see them there as we approach the 3-mile marker. Right. It's sponsored by the Linders Group. Crowds are on hand here and giving Maddie lots of energy as she passes through. It's early on, and it's a kind of for her. Happily, she has the crowd to keep her going and keep her bouncing. She's checking her watch, Jay, so she knows that 3-mile marker is coming up, and she maybe wants to see and make sure she keeps on the split times that she has set for herself.
Yes, so she's approaching the 3-mile mark. She's at 18:40 unofficially, so she's running about 6 minutes and 12 seconds or so per mile. So she's been consistent. So she's at 18:49.
18:49 at the Linders Group of Companies 3-mile marker, and she's all alone. She doesn't even have a male runner that's running with her. All she has is the police escort.
Yeah, and it is unusual because usually in the early guns of these races here, you usually have some really useful male runners who latch on with the elite female runners. But as you stated. The runner that was running with him, the male runner, he has dropped off considerably, and she's out there all on her own at the moment. Yep, and looking very strong and very comfortable.
Yes, she does. Nick Jones and Mike are on the lead vehicle. It'll be interesting to know exactly where they are and who they are with. We are at Evans Bay, and it's still Durkin.
Yes, yep, Durkin all the way right now. She's really inserted herself into this race and looks very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Durkin all the way right now. She's really inserted herself into this.
And welcome back to our continuing coverage on the lead vehicle. Mike Watson. I gotta say, I think Sean Trott's goose might be cooked as defending champion. He's well over 150 meters behind in this present moment in time. Tyler Smith and Ryan Outerbridge playing a bit of cat and mouse with one another. Dennis Emblenzi looks like he's gone out of the picture. This looks like he'll be setting up for a 2-man race here, Mike.
Well, that 3rd mile was a decisive 5:08, which meant they picked up the pace quite a bit, and they've dropped the rest of the field. So currently, Edwina Arash there running.
There you go. Edwina running her 44th Bermuda Day Marathon as Tyler Smith and Ryan go cruising past her. But that's some feat. 44 years of running this race.
Oh, mercy. Yeah. Well, you got quite a few of them out here that run this race every year, and we will invite others to join it. We want to double the amount of runners that run currently. So keep this history going.
One thing's for sure, Mike, though, we talked about it earlier on in this segment, that it has to happen at some stage. I've seen Tyler a couple times looking at his watch, seeing where he might want to put in a faster mile, because as we said, we go past the 4-mile mark here in a 5:09 split. It just shows that he's trying to put the hammer down because he cannot afford to take it to the finish, because Ryan, being a track person, will get him. So he's got to do damage.
Well, he's doing just that right now. He's attempting to make a breakaway from Ryan. Whether Ryan lets him go or not on this hill would be very interesting. But I'll tell you, they've pulled away from Dennis Memblisi by at least 100 yards that quick.
And there's another 100 yards back, so we can just see Sean as we approach. We're going past that 4-mile mark as we approach where the Masters first graduate and gather. Of course, here coming into Barnes' Corner, the junction between Middle Road and South Shore, it's going to be Tyler Smith putting about 6 or 7 meters on Ryan Outerbridge. Did he use that little piece of the hill to try and make his break? We know he's got to do it at some stage.
But it's not uncommon for a person got more endurance to go harder over the hill. So Ryan is coming right back at him currently, but it's still good. He's still not making it easy for Ryan, and at some point, he'll probably try to pull away from him in order to make sure that Ryan is not strong at the end.
Let me just put in another one as these boys settle down. Ryan is about 7 or 8 steps behind. They know that people are...
No, he's making a decisive move right now.
Big time.
Tyler is making a decisive move. He's got Ryan by about 10 meters right now.
And that's a big difference. You notice that former winner, Karen Smith, is handing him his magic water bottle. He was asking for it. He went straight for it. So obviously this is the point. He's trying to refresh himself, put the electrolytes back in, and ready to give it another go to see if he can open this gap even further.
And Tyler looks a lot different from that young runner I used to coach. He's really gotten strong. His mechanics are really good. He looks confident. He don't look to be hurting at all. I think he's surprised Ryan quite a bit, but Ryan is still not quite letting him go. If you notice, Ryan is fighting his way back into this race.
Interesting scenario, that's for sure. Let me just take a time out to also say to all the people in the charities that are running, everybody's got their personal goal out there. It's really important to set yourself goals. We have the running in honor of Emma Norman, who passed away not too long ago, earlier this year, last year I should say. We have the Hope Academy runners out there raising funds. Everybody, Mike, has got their own purpose. It's great to see this battle going on, but everybody has their own goal. Your own goal is to complete the race first, see if you can do a personal best. That only one person can be the winner, correct?
That's right. But this race also has a tradition of people seeing how many times they can run it. And of course, new people meeting the challenge. Boy, look at the crowd here. As we approach 5-Star Island Hill, boy, there's some crowd down here.
And I think Tyler Smith has definitely got something out. It seems like he's trying to put a little bit. Let's see what he does. It was 7 or 8 yards. It's now slipped maybe to 10 or 12 yards. As I can see Tyler drop his head, drop his shoulders, strides, shortens up as he climbs up this hill towards 5-Star Island and the 5-mile mark. Ryan's still looking comfortable though, Mike. Breathing a little heavier than he was earlier on, but is this the decisive move here at 5-Star Mark?
I think it was probably 400 meters ago. Tyler has obviously decided he's going to be the aggressor. He's going over these hills hard. He's trying his hardest to drop Ryan and put some distance in him so that he can feel a little bit more comfortable. And I'm going to tell you, right now, he's pulling away from Ryan.
Well, one of those things, again, he's done it the opposite way. Both of them identical timing. Look at their watches respectively to see where they are on the course. What pace are they going? Are they going too quick for what they set themselves up for? Are they going too slow? Do they still have a little bit in the tank? But definitely Tyler extended. I said about shortening his stride coming up over the hill, but he lengthened his stride coming down the hill and tried to put some more distance. It's definitely distance is now growing. It's now some 15 to 20 yards now. Tyler Smith, the triathlete, the Bermuda Olympian triathlete, showing an understanding that he has to get it done. He cannot have Ryan too close to him come to the finish line.
Yeah, and if you notice, every mile has been decisively quicker by at least 8 seconds. And that's a big distance in running. So he's got Ryan by at least 50 yards already. So it looks to be Tyler's race right now. It's his to lose. And as he approaches this in 5:12 through the 5 miles.
Through the 5th mile.
Every mile has been a little quicker. That one slowed down slightly, but it was still a more hilly mile than the mile before it. So really, it was. You would have had to have made a harder effort.
That 5th mile, of course, we need to thank our sponsors. Our 5th mile was sponsored by Dignity House. This between mile 4 and mile 5. This is where Tyler Smith has put some answers or some questions to Ryan Outerbridge. Do you come with me? Can you come with me? Can you hang with me? Do you want this title? At the moment, some 75 meters back is Ryan Outerbridge. Tyler Smith is making a decisive move at the 5 mile mark with the big Outerbridge hill to come, where he can do some more damage, Mike, if that's where he wants to do it.
Oh yeah, I think right now he's the dominant runner. Tyler looks comfortable. Ryan is hurting a little earlier probably than he hoped to. I didn't think he expected Tyler's pace to be so stubborn, I should say.
Yeah, let's just go through it for everybody. A 5:24 first mile, then they went down to a 5:18, a 5:11, a 5:07, a 5:12. Those 5 miles, he obviously bid his time coming out, letting everything settle down with the 5:24, seeing who wanted to come. We thought Dennis and Blizzard, defending champion Sean Trott, would be a part of this picture. This picture is very much now a solo picture, something we did not expect pre-race.
Not at all. Not at all. We knew Tyler would be a factor. As I said, he's been my dark horse. And he's certainly proven to be the dark horse that is willing to go it alone and surprise us and be dominant in this race.
It's funny that you and I talked about it. We talked about it on the radio on Monday. We talked about it. Somebody asked me last night about who did I think was going to win. I thought the 5 of them, to be honest with you, I thought 5 of them would be together for quite a while. I did not expect this to happen at this stage of the race, that's for sure. But Tyler Smith, you know, he's at the top of his game. He's got to get on the World Triathlon points this year in order to qualify for the Olympic Games. Naturally, he does not want a wild card, that's for sure. He wants to get there in his own right. So he is fit enough to do this without any question.
And one of the things to look at is today is an extremely hot day. And that will favor a triathlete because athletes are very tough in the endurance department and fighting the elements. So, you know, that goes in Tyler's favor, let alone the fact that he's well trained. His strongest event is the running in triathlon. So, yeah, you know, things are working in his favor right now. But, you know, we're approaching midway. The race isn't over yet. There's plenty of time. It's not over yet.
Not over yet.
To be all Tyler.
But
so
I can
far.
tell you what, if I was going to take a gamble now and talk about it this far out, because you don't know what's going to happen to you as an athlete, this will be a place where he can get rid of Ryan Good once and for all if he wants. Outerbridge Hill is a big climb. Monster climb. Then you got a big downhill all the way through Camp Hill, and then of course Burn. So now as we approach the 6 mile mark, it's between miles 6 and 7 where you can actually call something on this, where the damage can be done more and more. We are going to go back down the line to talk to Darren Birchall, Jay Donowa about the situation right here at the moment. It's all Tyler Smith leading Ryan Outerbridge up Outerbridge Hill. As we continue coverage here, Ryan Outerbridge has not responded. Tyler Smith showing his class. I expected this to happen. We were talking about it last night, and I had a big think. When we came in this morning, I was saying to you, I'd have a real think last night about could Tyler do this? Well, I'm thinking 6 miles, 7 miler, but he's understood his race. He's planned this very well. He's been very clever, looking at his watch all the time. As we approach the 6 mile mark, we will get another split. Just as we come to the 6 mile mark, just want to say well done to everybody who's out on this course, Mike. It's not an easy day, and this is the hottest one we've seen for a little while.
Yeah, it's an interesting day in terms of the weather. We've had good weather all week, and today certainly is a hot day. It's all Tyler.
We are approaching the old shipwreck just past 5-Star Island, and running in an island of her own is the pre-race favorite and leader, Jay Donovan, who we referred to early on. The young lady is just
Maddie Durkin.
Is just run away with it. Maddie Durkin we're talking about. We cannot see the second place woman. But as Durkin came over the hill at Port Royal Post Office, we can see at the bottom of the hill in the distance at Burns Corner, the second female runner. The distance between the two has neither grown nor shrunk, so they're both keeping their splits. I don't know if the second place runner, who is Miss Medeiros, Lena Medeiros, if she is biding her time and staying on pace.
Yeah, right now, so we got Maddie Durkin, who just passed the 5-mile mark in 32:10, so she's consistently running about 6:20, 6:22 per mile. She looks very consistent, in her running state has remained the same. As you stated, to the distance, about 120 meters or so behind is Miss Medeiros. Who, as you stated, has not gained in the distance, or at least pulled back some of the lead, but she is keeping her in the distance, and she would be buoyed by the fact that she could see this lead vehicle that we're on, Butchie.
Yes.
And so that will be her marker to say that, okay, well, I can still see the lead truck, so that means that Maddie is not too far ahead. But right now, Maddie looks, she's well in control of this race. And it just depending on how she's going to approach the second half of it. As you know, once you get to the bottom of Burnt House Hills, you're effectively at the halfway mark of this 13.1 mile race. And I'm sure she would have, sussed it out and decided how she was going to run this race. And I imagine she's going to look to even be stronger in the second half of this race, which is what is the most important thing.
As we approach Jesus Bay, what a beautiful scenery here. The water here is like, it's just still.
Glass, yeah.
Boats are floating, and along the road behind Durkin, we can see the second place runner. And again, she has not gained or lost any mileage. I counted 4.5, maybe 5 pearl lengths between the two. What remains to be seen is, can Durkin keep this pace in the second half of the race after we battle the two shelves of Burnt House Hill?
Right.
If Lima can pull back some of this 5 or 6 pearl length lead, we can see her in the distance.
Yes.
And she's not going away.
Yeah, and obviously she's out there in the lead. She's feeling good. She looks good. She's sweating, so that means that she's maintaining her level of hydration, and she will be taking on some water, which she's done strategically throughout this race as it's being provided. So she's very conscientious about her hydration and her intake, and I'm sure she'll be reaching for a jowl at some point between here and the time she gets to the top of Burnt House Hill. But just in the distance, as we look, we're just sighting the corner here. We should be seeing Lena Medeiros coming, and here she is now.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's about 150 meters or so behind like this here. But right now, Maddie looks very, very composed. She's in charge of this race, and hopefully she can just maintain, what she's doing, and really kick on once she gets on to the Harbor Road section.
Jay, I've seen on 2 occasions people hand her little sandwich bags full of ice. It's hot.
Yes.
What is that strategy?
Yeah, well, I guess the whole idea is to try to bring the core body temperature down. Even if you try to bring it down a click of a degree or whatever like that, it will help. Right now we have temperatures soaring in the mid-70s. The humidity is equally as high, and I'm just sitting on the truck. You can feel the humidity, and I can attest from running this race many a years like this. When you get to this point here, you're just drenched, and you can see it. And you can see it on Maddie. She's, drenched in sweat, but it's part and parcel of her level of hydration and what she's taking on. So she's looking good, and I anticipate that once we get onto the Harbor Road section, she will be maintaining that pace. Yeah.
Welcome back to continuing coverage from the Bermuda Broadcasting Corporation of the Half Marathon Derby 2026. Nick Jones, Mike Watson up front with a leading male, and Mike Watson, Tyler Smith made Burnt House Hill look like a piece of cake.
He came over that hill convincingly fast, so that tells me that he's not hurting. That was a decisive move, in my opinion, to probably say he's going to win.
If I was a bold man, betting man, I would say this is how He said that could be a sign of fatigue, but when he turned up over the hill, he made it like a, easy
Well, I'm going to tell you, the only thing that can happen right now is him getting cramped. That's a 5:21 mile. His last 2 miles haven't been as fast. So that tells me he's taking some recovery, but still able to pull away from the rest of the guys. So he's definitely establishing himself to win this race. But, as long as his body doesn't cramp up or nothing don't go wrong that's, out of his control, I see him pulling this off very easy at this point. Yeah.
Tyler Smith is leading this half marathon derby with considerable ease. Collects another water bottle that he had set up for this point from his father this time, no less. So it's interesting to see. Mother was at Burns' corner. The bottom of Tamron Vale, Tyler Smith's father is there to deliver him his magic waters, we would say. He's devastated this field. There's no sign of Ryan Outerbridge. We say he was slower mile 6 and mile 7, but he did a 6:21, 5:21, 5:21. But that included the Waterlight Hill and the Burned House Hill. So he really has put down the hammer.
Yes, and he should utilize this mile probably to try to recover a bit. But then after that, he better not rest on his laurels. He better hammer away, because you never know who may be feeling good and coming at this point.
Very smart on the right-hand side of the road where the shade is, wherever he can find shade, he ducks into it. Tyler Smith relaxed in the shoulders, looks back at his watch yet again. That's probably the 20th to 30th time during this race, these 7 miles, that he has taken a look at his watch. He is definitely being dictated to by the pace that he wants. He has had a plan since mile 1. He's probably had a plan since a few months ago, Mike Watson.
Yeah. But as I told Nick earlier, sometimes when you're looking at your watch, that's a sign of worry too. So, that works 2 ways. Either you're working according to plan and you're checking your watch, or you're checking your watch to see, because you're hurting and you're hoping you're not slowing down too much. So let's hope it's the latter strategy.
The second runner, Ryan Outerbridge, just comes into this. It's probably some quarter of a mile, at least 400 meters between Tyler Smith. Right, as you said, nice time to relax and get into the flow of things again. You've had those 2 big hills. Now you're on the flat of Harbor Road where the boats are out on our right-hand side. You can see that he's still relaxed. He's looking for the shade. He's tucking hard to the right, the inside of the right arm.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'll tell you why. Because you're adding distance where you don't need to. You should do the opposite. You should cut the corners. Because the level he's at, the little bit of heat he gets from running in the shade is not going to help him as much as making his distance shorter.
Between mile 7 and mile 8, it was downhill and then it's a little bit flat. He's got one more big one to come in the shape of as we say, the old Inverary Hill up to Bamboo Gate.
Right.
But that will be his last test.
Yes.
Because once you get to the top of Bamboo Gate, you get to mile 9 outside Newstead. And when that happens to you, it is downhill all the way to Red Hole. So this is a prime opportunity for him to gather himself and prepare for the last big hill.
Yes. And the other thing about running in the shed that I need to mention is that's a sign that you're feeling the heat. So, but he's did the work, and hopefully enough work that he's put the rest of the field behind him.
Ryan Outerbridge was some 400 meters behind the last time. That was the last glimpse. We'll get another glimpse now as we go along Harbor Road. We've come to the point where the 8-mile mark is just back around the corner here at Cave House. So we're just going to hang here on Tyler Smith yet again reaches for water. Most of this does not go in his mouth. Most of this goes on his hands. He takes a sip. The rest goes over his head and down on his shirt, which is proving, as we said, Mike, it's not a humid day today. It's very pleasant, really, but it's hot. It's the heat that makes the difference today.
Yes. Well, overall, it's a day that can take fatigue on you. Either way, the humidity is not high, but it's not low either. So you will feel it. The temperature is the high 70s. That's pretty tough considering that everybody is stepping out of a cooler months before this, and suddenly we've had a week of serious heat. So your body will notice that. And,
we're gonna see a split right here. We're coming to the 8-mile mark. Tyler Smith is in complete control of this. The best distance we've seen back was some 400 meters to Ryan Outerbridge. 8-mile mark is right now, so I don't know what that split was on that. It looks like it was about a 5-minute time again.
It was quite smooth. It was a 5:12.
5:12.
Yeah, it wasn't a slow split.
We'd like to also take this time, of course. Mile 7 and Mile 8 were sponsored by the Bermuda Tourism Authority. Thanks very much to you guys for being involved in our continuing broadcast from the Bermuda Broadcasting Company of this, the Half-Day Marathon Derby 2026. Tyler Smith in complete control. We know what he's done. He looks good. He looks and keeps going to the shade, as he said, but he looks very comfortable. It's interesting how he's had those two prepared. He's got a mother and a father. He's used them both. I wonder if he's got a best mate down the road with that last magic bottle.
Well, he had a third person after them. That may be that mate. But if not, he's always got the regular water stuff, but he'll get some help.
There you go. We have, we'd also like to say to everybody, all participants in this race, all 1,261 of you, congratulations on attempting it, number one. Enjoy your day. For some people, it's just about completing the course, so on and so forth. So I'll be giving notes about different mileage, but the one I got given to me is totally different. So Spursy Esso is the sponsor of Mile 9 for... Anyway, Bermuda Tourism Authority, I keep getting different. Tyler Smith in complete control, as we said. Ryan Outerbridge nowhere to be seen. Defending champion Sean Trott was left very, very early, Mike. And of course, Dennis and Blenzy, who we thought had been away out of the scene doing his homework, was shot out of the cannon very early as well. It's been a one-man race. Certainly something we didn't anticipate.
Yes, we thought Ryan would hang around a little longer, to be honest with you. But I think Tyler has done a good job in certainly psychologically being stronger of the two runners. And as a result, his effort is paying dividends, because now that he has gotten away from Ryan, he's able to do some things that will even more take Ryan's confidence, if he's the one running in second place that year.
Tyler Smith on his way up Inverary Hill. This is the last big test, because this takes you up to Mile 9. It's downhill to Mile 10. Then the crowds at Crow Lane and Front Street await. The big masses down Cedar Avenue. Will Tyler Smith hang on? We believe as pundits he certainly will. But this will be his last test as he digs in deep, shortens his stride, shoulders not moving much further than it has from the start of the race in Mile 1. Tyler Smith in total control of this race. This is his last test, Mike.
Yeah, pretty much. Once you get over this hill, it's a little easier. There'll be hills in Hamilton, but overall he'll be able to get a little bit more comfortable and keep his fast rhythm, and that will bode even better for him.
We've only ever seen one mistake in Hamilton, unfortunately, years ago. Remember when our lead female at the time collapsed on King Street, went wobbly legs as we call it, and didn't survive to make it to the finish. But Tyler looks calm, but I do see him backing off just a touch on the flat part here.
Yes.
He's in the middle of the hill. You can see him slowing down a little, physically slowing down. His head is dropped. He's looking at his feet. That's important for him to make it over here. But it will be downhill.
Yeah. You're talking about the great Maria Conroy Hayden.
Correct.
Who actually, but she eventually persevered and won the race. So
we got to go back down the line to Darren Marshall and Jay Donowa with the women's race.
To welcome the leader, Miss Durkin, who is running shoulder to shoulder with Evans, who's number 12, and Mr. Watson, number 17. She now has some company which with she can run with and pace herself. Jay Donovan, we saw the coming up Burnt House Hill. She took some time off and took a break coming up, didn't she?
Yeah, so from miles 5 to 6, she ran 6:50, 6 minutes and 50 seconds, and down from miles 6 to 7, which arguably is one of the more difficult sections with all of Burnt House Hill, she ran 6:53. So she's maintaining the pace that she's had on some of the flat areas like that. She looks comfortable. Before we came back on, we were looking at the bottom of Burnt House Hill, and we saw Miss Medeiros, who had looked like she had closed a bit of the gap, maybe brought it back to about 80 meters or so. At this point, we don't see her, but that's only because of the way the course is. It's a lot of winding and all of this. But once we got an open space, we got a really appreciation for what her lead is and how she's doing. But she looks as comfortable as she did when we first picked her up at mile 1. And just as I stated, we have a view of Lena Medeiros, who is about maybe about 80 meters or so behind. She's still a little distance to really give a true description of how she's looking and all of that. But like I said before, is that she will be buoyed and have confidence to know that she sees our vehicle and she knows that the prize that she's probably looking for, the top prize, is right in front of her like this. The matter is whether or not she can, can she overcome Maddie at this point. But Maddie looks very strong. And we're on the Harbor Road section where you got a little bit of nice little ocean breeze, which helps a lot. And, it definitely favors the runners at this point.
Yeah, it is a bit of a breeze. And we see her battling to get into the shade every chance she can as we traverse Harbor Road. And as you said, the lead is got a bit longer, a bit further. And she's comfortable. She's running with Michael Evans. I don't know if it's a running partner of her as well. They're dressing the same tops. But she's comfortable. Her gait looks good. Her legs look strong. Her arms are rhythmic. They're not moving too much outside of her shoulder length. She doesn't look to be struggling, even though I thought she struggled a bit coming up Burnt House Hill. But I think that was a part of her strategy, to take her time and get up the hill.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she struggled. I just think that the way her running gait is and running over a hill, she becomes a little shorter. But that happens, every runner has a different sort of running style. And but she's definitely been very consistent throughout these miles. And as you stated, her gait, everything looks good. She's running the tangents, meaning that she's running the shortest point. So she's cutting the corners and doing all of that. So that means that she's very, she's very conscientious about what she's doing and how she's racing. She hasn't looked back at all. So she's feel comfortable in the pace that she's at. She's got Evans, who's running just off of her, who's basically just providing a little bit of company, but at the same time not really assisting with her pacing because he's actually running behind her. But she looks comfortable, full of running, and but Miss Medeiros is still lurking. And we're coming through a very flat section before we go to the old Outerbridge and go over that long punishing hill. And once we get to the top of that hill and we really get to Newstead, that's when you're going to really you get an idea of how you're really feeling, and you can really push from there on. So.
She looks comfortable. Jay, you've run sacking quite often, yes? Mm-hmm. What is it like running sacking, knowing that there's a lead vehicle and someone between you and that vehicle?
Well, it gives you the hope that that is right there in front of you. So yeah. So, but the main thing is just focusing on what's in front of you, and all they could do is control what they can control.
Come back to continuing coverage from the Bermuda Broadcasting on this, the Bermuda Day Half Marathon Derby. Tyler Smith is in complete control through the 9-mile mark outside of Newstead, Mike, and he had a time of some 5:12 again, or somewhere in that vicinity.
No, it was a little bit slower. But I'm going to tell you, that was smart because he took a bit of what I call a recovery mile to just relax a bit, gain his composure, and now it's a bit flatter, so it'll be easier for him to just stride along as he's doing.
Striding along he is, because it's between mile 9 and mile 10. Of course, that mile is important because it is basically downhill. As I see the Leclerc and Maddie Fox, some of Bermuda's international swimmers. Interesting again to say that Tyler was given some gels along the way and some friends on it. He really has planned this out professionally.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when he got on the top of Inverary Hill, we call it, he made a decisive look back to the point where he was almost tripping over himself just to see where his opponent was. I think he wanted to know within himself whether anybody was close enough to actually be chasing him.
He kind of indicated to us how far is my gap.
Now that will work in his favor in terms of confidence. Now that he knows nobody's near him, he'll tend to feel more confident and even continue to stride forward. So psychologically, that will help him.
Again, he reaches for water as we approach the 10-mile mark, which is just past the red hole. Boat slips as Tyler Smith in complete control of this marathon derby. He's taking the opportunity. That's what I like about it.
He's in control, Nick, but he's hurting.
Oh, yeah,
because he's taking a lot of fluids. And like I said, after he looked back, that told me that he's not as comfortable looking as we think.
He has to make it look comfortable, though, because it's important if anybody sees him. But
the important thing is he just went through mile 10 and he did it in 5:19. That tells me he's maintaining good speed. So in spite of the fact that he's hurting, he's being tough.
And the other point is when you're going to, as you make your way to Red Hole now, it's about half a mile until you get to the bottom of Crow Lane.
Yes.
Crow Lane's a speech into itself because this is where the masses gather for the rest of the course in the last 2.5 miles. If you can't be self-motivated, if you're not driven to the finish because of who's around and how many people are cheering you on, it's never going to happen.
Well,
right?
that's one of the beauties of triathlon. He'll have the endurance. You know, as long as his body don't give out on him unexpectedly, he'll have the endurance and the toughness.
As we come along make the final turn on Harbor Road towards Crow Lane past Aberfeldy Nursery. He's getting special towels again from his friends. He's waved this lot off. Tyler Smith is in complete control. As I approach one of my friends here, I gotta say a good morning and a happy Bermuda Day to my great friend, nicknamed Time Sensitive. Welcome to you, Time Sensitive. I promise I call you out. Tyler Smith has another. In fact, it's his mother again that's delivered him a wet cold towel. He's planned this out very well.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot of support. That helps. But that's not uncommon with any of the runners. Even the ones that are not in the top 10. Usually there's someone waiting to assist them with some drink or something special they prefer along the way. That's the beauty of this race. You know everybody.
All right, we're going to go back down the line to Darren Bush Marshall, Jay Donner. What's happening with the women?
Yeah, we are approaching the duck just past the 8 mile Darrell's Wharf. And there are some developments, not as as exciting as you may think, but we seem to notice that Medeiros is starting to work on the lead that Durkin has set up. And as we approach Inverary, Jay, we discussed this off mic, that this is going to be very important.
Yeah, this is a very crucial phase of the race. Ms. Medeiros is about 30 seconds behind Maddie Durkin right now. She's really made a bit of a distance or made early in the race. Maddie is still running very consistently, pace-wise, but it looks like Medeiros has made a bit of a dent into this lead. We are just about to approach the old Inverary Hill, where this is a very integral part of the course. It's a very integral part of the course because it's this is a long uphill. But then when you get to the top of here, like this here, you have an equally long downhill section that will take you into to Red Hole. So if Maddie could get to the top here and get across the Newstead area, and with the same lead, she will put herself in a very good position for the last 3 miles of the race, or that last 5K. Yeah.
I know, Jay, we're covering the women's race, but as we entered the bottom of the foot of Inverary Hill, we saw Mbelenzi.
Yes.
He's struggling.
Yes.
He's looking like he's struggling to lift his legs and put them back down. I don't know if cramp has got hold of him or not.
Yes.
But the Durkin just breezed past him, and he's absolutely struggling. He looked He looks as an Indian fish in the water right now. Yeah. And we're halfway up there, and you can see, look at him, he's almost come to a walking pace.
Yeah,
and that right arm of his is down by his hip.
Yeah, and
so this is interesting as Durkin.
Yeah, the elements have taken its toll on Dennis today, and unfortunately we have another day, to come out and do it. Sometimes, no matter what type of training,
and Dennis has stopped.
Yeah, you stopped and walk now. But sometimes, with the race, it doesn't always go to plan. But as we move back to the women's race with Maddie Durkin, we're just 3/4 of the way, just close to Men's Road.
Yes.
And Maddie is still in the lead, but we're seeing Madeiras a lot more. We can see her a lot closer to our vehicle than it has been in the previous miles. So Maddie looks strong. Madeiras looks like her arms are really swinging. She's struggling a bit now to come over this section, but Maddie looks strong.
Yeah, Maddie looks strong, and we can see her. We can see Madeira.
As we approach the 11-mile mark, Tyler Smith is all by himself. There isn't a person to be seen. He was warmly greeted in the Crow Lane roundabout Mike Sharp. Had a little dig in that little incline up along Crow Lane there, but he is in total control. We were talking about he can possibly back off a little bit. It's about winning, and now you're not setting any records, or you're not going to break any records or anything. It's about making sure you win.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If he maintains this pace, he can finish in the 111 area, and that's a little bit faster than we've been seeing for the last few years. So he's not running a bad pace, because one thing he's doing well is maintaining his average per mile.
One thing I will say about him, Tyler, and I do like this, he is an Olympian. He's an Olympic as we went past the 11-mile mark. Of course, the 11th mile is sponsored by our title sponsor, AIG. Thanks very much to AIG for their sponsorship throughout this broadcast. Wonderful to be in partnership with you. Tyler Smith this time takes water, does not take a sip, but puts it over the top of his head. Of course, the Masters will be grading him down by the parade route as well as we go along Front Street. 2 miles to go, the marker says on the roadside. Tyler Smith, you're 2 miles away from creating history. You will become one other person who has won this magnificent race, and maybe he can start his own legacy. He's proved as a Bermudian, and he's proved as an Olympian that today is going to be a special day for him.
Well, he's proved he also can go the distance, because he'll finish in a good time as long as he can maintain this pace. As long as he keeps this up, he's on at least a 111, 110 at best pace, and that's not bad at all. That's a pretty fast race.
Congratulations also got to go out to this young man, to the mother and father as well, who have been with him and behind him. It always takes a family and a village, as we well know, Mike. They've been behind him his entire career, supporting him to make his Olympic dream come true. But we've also seen how important today that they've been part of today as well, by delivering him his special drinks, so on and so forth, along the route. And we are going to make this right-hand turn in a minute past the Birdgate up Queen Street, where we expect another warm reception for the people. Tyler Smith, about 1.5 miles to go in this, the 2026 Half Marathon Derby, Michael.
Yeah, he's maintaining. He looked at his watch again. He's making sure that he's staying on the pace he wants to stay on. And like I said, 110 in the cards right now, at worst 111, unless he falters the last few miles.
We got a little hill on Queen Street that he's got to tackle. It's not as flat as you think it is along Church Street. I can tell you that as he climb up towards King Street. But really, it's just this last 3/4 of a mile now that he's got to just negotiate and nurse. He's got nobody around him. He's got nothing to worry about. He can take his time if he needs to secure victory, correct?
Yeah, he certainly can. And it's going to get a little hilly, and it's going to be a little tough in this part of the course coming up Queen Street, turning on Church Street. It's a little bit more hilly than people realize. But once he gets at the top of King Street and goes down Victoria Street to, there's nothing like it. Going down, especially past Victoria Street there.
As he
and
makes
Cedar
it,
Avenue.
He makes
Cedar
it
Avenue
right-hand
is
turn.
gonna
Of
be
course,
something.
the course has changed right at this moment. We got to go back down the line to Darren Butch-Burchell and Jay Donowa for the women. We'll see you for the close of the men's race in a couple of minutes.
Is we're approaching the next mile marker. We noticed that on the 9th mile, between 8 and 9, there was a bit of a slowdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, between 8 and 9, Maddie ran 7 minutes and 13 seconds, which was obviously one of the slower miles. But all you have to take into consideration, the part of the course that it was is obviously going over the old Outerbridge, which is that long punishing hill. So that's understandable that you would actually lose a little bit of your time, in the pace as you're going over there. But as I stated before, she's in a very critical stage. She's in the 10th mile. She's moving from miles 9 to 10. When she gets to 10, she'll effectively have 5 kilometers to run. She has about a 35-second lead over Lena Medeiros, and she will be feeling very comfortable of the position that she's at. She's had a few of the runners, some male runners who have gone past, who set off the pace early and who have now passed her. We have number 12, which is
Michael Evans.
Michael Evans, who has pretty much given her company. Maddie could look across now. She could see the cabinet building and at the cathedral, and she'll know that within about 2 miles or so, she'll be right there and having less than a mile to go into this race and potentially run into her maiden victory.
It's got to do something to improve your psyche and give you an extra boost when you look across the harbor and you can see Front Street, knowing that you got to turn a few more corners and you'll be on what we call the back end of it.
Yeah, you'll be on the back end. It's still, even though you see Front Street, there's still a little bit of running to go to get to Front Street because you got to navigate through the Crow Lane area, coming along East Broadway onto Front Street. But psychologically, she hasn't had anybody running with her, any female competitors. As I look back, I see Miss Medeiros, who's still about the same distance, about 40 seconds behind. So, all she has to do is just maintain. She doesn't have to run any faster. Medeiros has to run faster. She is the one that has to really put in a last, make her last 5 kilometers considerably faster. And 30 seconds, to run 30 seconds faster in the last 5K in a half marathon, it takes something special. Not to say that she can't do it because it's still early. And obviously she'll need a little bit of help from Maddie actually coming off of the pace that she's at. And this is the first time we're actually seeing Maddie, she just grimaced just now. She's showing a bit of discomfort on her face, and hopefully she's just going through a little bit of a patch that we, generally will go through, in this race or any type of race of this nature, and she just moved through, yeah?
Yes, so as we
tell Gina to drive that car.
Welcome back to Continuing Time. Tyler Smith is going to be the champion for 2026. There is absolutely no question about that. But what I will say to Mike Watson is that, Mike, that last mile was hard. That Church Street, absolutely. We saw him grimace a few times on that one.
Thank God it was hard because we've got to get ahead with our lead vehicles. Because he's going to run right into us, the speed bumps and the turns. So I hope they're listening on the radio and they'll pick it up a little bit in front and give Tyler some room here.
One thing's for sure.
Yes.
There is room. There is a lot of room. I can tell you where the room is. The room is behind Tyler Smith, back to the second place. Because I haven't seen a victory like this for a little while. We've had some close races over the last couple of years. Tyler Smith had a plan. There's no question about that. He had a plan on times and when he was going to do what he was going to do. As we went past that 12th mile sponsored by AIG, this is going to be a champion for 2026. He's planned when to take water, when to take gels, where to have people positioned to help himself. He's planned it absolutely precisely as we turn on to Cedar Avenue.
Yeah, well, here's where you get that great feeling.
Here comes Tyler, make some noise.
You get that great feeling on this avenue. There's nothing like it. And I don't care how tired you are. This is the area that wakes you up. So Tyler, he's sprinting right now. No matter how much he's hurting, he's actually digging deep.
It looks like a different person. If you think about what he did between mile 11 and mile 12,
that's what.
And now he looks like a gazelle again.
That's what Cedar Avenue does to you. It wakes you up. You know, so he's flying right now.
Tyler Smith coming through. Make some noise for Tyler Smith.
I'm not gonna commentate and compete with juggling Jason over that. That's a lot of noise.
Well, that was a moment of confidence because Tyler threw his hands in the air, and that tells it all. He knows he's got this victory in the bag.
He's got about half a mile to go, just over, maybe 2/3 of a mile to go. Tyler Smith goes past St. Teresa's Cathedral, the Roman Catholic Cathedral, making his way now towards the North Village field and, of course, around the W.E.R. Joel Tennis Stadium. Excuse me, he'll then make the right-hand turn down onto Dutton Avenue and then just a simple 100 meters to the finish. We have to say that he has done this and planned this brilliantly, Mike. I have to tip my hat to him.
Yeah, he's well trained. I mean, you know, we're not talking about an unseasoned athlete here. He competes in triathlon where you got to be well calculated. So he's showing you his certainly expertise and his professionalism.
Tyler Smith looking across to the W.E.R. Joel Stadium, having a look just to know the distance. He's having a little huff and a puff, but he's looking. He knows where he is. Crowds have been magnificent since we entered the Hamilton area. They were brilliant all along the way. Donna Rayner, who is was Donna Watson at one stage, comes out to greet Tyler Smith as well. He's had lots of support from family and friends. His time is due. His time is now. He will be the champion, Mike.
Well, there's no doubt about that because he's maintaining his a great average. You know, he's average 5:21. I won't be surprised if he's in the 1:10 area. If he's slower, well, that's on me. 1:10, 1:11. He looks to be running a pretty fast race.
If he takes a glance over his right-hand shoulder now, he will see the finish line as it is available to sight. He's taking the turn towards the netball courts down on this to Dutton Avenue. 250 yards to go. Your champion for 2026. He's been in command since mile 2-3 area. He did the damage in mile 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nobody could respond. Tyler Smith has decided to show the quality of an Olympic triathlete, take the opportunity in a year where there was no clear-cut favorite, 100 to stamp his authority and become the Marathon Day champion.
100 meters to go. He's almost home, people. A little bit of confusion at the top of the hill whether he's supposed to stay left or right where the road divider was. But he's on his way in. It's all Tyler Smith. As he's not making a sprint for it. I think he feels he's done his work. He'll just go ahead and just pace it in. And what time are we looking at here? That's what I'm very concerned about. I estimated about 111, 110 at best. Here you go. 110.51. I called it. 110.51. He broke 11.
What a magnificent race there by Tyler. Absolute command from start to finish. I think more important, like you said, Mike, I don't want to reiterate it, it was his planning of the race. This was really thought out. It was planned totally and utterly from start to finish. He knew where he had to do, what he had to do. Never seen a runner look at a watch as many times as he has today. He has definitely planned this thing through thick and thin. Congratulations to Tyler. So we await, and I imagine it will be a while now because there was at least a half-mile gap back to Ryan Outerbridge at one stage, and Tyler was only getting quicker as we saw in that 12th mile once he came off the hard mile of Church Street. So well done to Tyler Smith. Let's send it back down the line. It's important as well, although we'll get the order of finish from the rest of it. We need to go back down the line because we also need to bring in the women's champion, because we are going to have a new women's champion as well this year. So we're going to have two brand new champions in 2026 on a brand new course on a day that the sun was out baking hot. The humidity did not play a role in this, which is very unusual. But we're going to go down the line now. I hope I've given enough time for everybody to join Jay Donowa and head lead commentator Darren Butch Birchall.
All right.
We are just coming across the Rubies on Front Street. Over Crow Lane, we saw Durkin give 2 peace signs to the crowd. That really lifted and boosted her. And now she is going back to her solo run in. But we have noticed a third place female catch up to Medeiros in the distance. We're trying to see what number she has and who she is. But it's all Durkin at this point, Jay.
Yeah, it's all Durkin. She's in the 11th mile. She's just about to come up to the 11-mile marker, which is sponsored by AIG. Maddie is looking strong. She's definitely entering what is called the business end of this race. She has stamped her authority on this race and posed herself, from the start. And basically told the girls, if you're ready to run, if you want to run hard, if you want to win this race, you're going to have to run hard with me today. And she's done it from the start, and up until 11 miles or almost at 11 miles, she's maintained her poise and her position. And she's looking quite strong, man, as we're entering along Front Street. This is
we're just approaching right here at the 11-mile mark, and it's all Maddie Durkin.
That's it. Yeah. I got it. Go on this side. Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, slow down. You gotta go around. You're a relay runner, man.
First of all, congratulations. Fine run today. I think you finished the time at 1:10:49. I saw you cross the line. What was the secret behind your success today?
I think the secret was a big team effort. I'm so grateful. My parents were out there. My family, my friends, everyone was out there supporting me. We put so much into this in the weeks leading up, and we did the heat prep. We were practicing bottle handoffs. We knew the last couple of weeks I was here preparing, but the temperature wasn't hot yet.
Right.
So we knew it was going to come down to heat resistance and if you can maintain the pace. I went out in 5:20 mile, I think, to scour, and I think I finished at a 5:20 mile pace. So it was my secret was just consistency and backing my aerobic base from triathlon background. I knew we had Ryan, Dennis, Sean, Lamont, the list went on, guys with such good pedigree behind them, that I knew I didn't want to come into town with anyone. Right. So I didn't want to run a tactical race. I wanted to take it out and be consistent, and I backed my aerobic fitness to do that. And now we have Ryan finishing behind us in a fantastic time. I'm just going to say congrats to him. Ryan.
I almost want him to slow right down so we can see it.
Yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
Jay, we noticed in the distance, we're trying to ascertain who is taking over second place. And we're looking at her running style in the distance, and it almost favors Christine Daly, but we are not exactly sure. As we approach, wow, look at the Bermuda flag. It's an absolutely massive flag as we go past the flag pole, and it's still Medeiros. But Medeiros has someone coming on her way towards her. We're not sure who it is. We have binoculars, but the bumpy ride is making it difficult to see exactly who it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Christine Daly. She's like just by the winner's edge, and we're going across the flagpole. So effectively, Maddie has about say an 80-meter lead on the second place. But Maddie is looking very strong, as she has done throughout this race. And but we definitely have 3 women on Front Street, not running, side by side, but definitely the top 3 finishers within 150 meters of each other. But Maddie is up front, as she's done from the start. She's looking at her watch as we swing onto Queen Street here. This is a section of the race here that I can tell you, once you negotiate here and you get to the top of the hill by Marketplace, you could sort of just breathe a sigh of relief, compose yourself a bit till you get to the bottom of King Street by the fire station, where I've been employed for the past 27 years.
Yes.
And a shout out to all the hardworking men and women of the Bermuda Fire and Rescue Service. But once she gets to that section there, she'll feel like it's business done. But she still has a bit of work to do. But she doesn't have to run any faster. She just has to maintain this pace, and the runners behind her really have to dig in and try to claw back this lead before we get to the finish line. But she's approaching the crest of this hill on Queen Street, which hurts. This hurts really bad, but it's really worth it though when you get to the top. Yeah, Butch.
Yes.
Maybe next year I could train you, Butch, and show you how to negotiate this section of the race here.
It's quite easy out in the back of this truck as Maddie turns onto Church Street, passing City Hall.
Second place finisher, Ryan Outerbridge. Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you.
You have to be pleased with this result.
I mean, yeah, I'm pleased at the end of the day, but to be honest, I wanted to come out here and get the win. It's a little disappointing to come out just short, finishing runner-up for the third straight row. The third year in a row. But yeah, I mean, hats off to
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired, my bad. Hats off to Tyler, he's a hell of an athlete. That's why he's an Olympian, He just showed it today. He ran us all out of the race early with the hot pace. So congrats to him.
So it started off as a two-man race. When Tyler pulled away, how difficult was it to keep up?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I started to feel the early pace about midway, about 6 miles in, going off burnt house. I started to feel it, but I hang in there. The heat started to affect me a little bit, but I'm just gonna look at it like this. Like I'm young. There's nothing I could have done about it. He's an Olympian. At the end of the day, he's a world-class athlete, so my time will come eventually, hopefully.
Okay, well, hopefully next year. Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But, the level of running is so...
She's right there, though. She's close, bud. She's close.
Yeah.
Okay. She's close, huh? All right. So we're approaching mile 12 here. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So Butchie, we're approaching we're going across Global House here. We're basically in the 12th mile. We'll be in just about another 100 meters or so. We will see the ladies, Maddie Durkin, who's the leader. She will see mile 12, and she'll know she has 1.1 mile to go. She'll be relieved when she gets to the top of King Street Hill. But lurking in the distance, about 80 meters or so, is Christine Daly. We have definitely determined that it's definitely Christine that is lurking in second place. And with her position, it will mean that Maddie really has to maintain and keep going, and she's not going to be able to relax for this last mile or so like this here. But she's looking good, and a lot can still happen. But right now, it looks like Maddie.
Thank you. Live coverage here at Bernards Park. Standing with me to my left is five-time champion Lamont Marshall, finishing third today. What were the conditions like out there for you?
I'm blessed. I thank God just for being able to wake up, train all the time, and just throw my foot on the line. Hot and humid. I struggled coming out of Somerset. I think I was barely ducking under 6 minutes a mile, and when you know it. But right. I just said, look, there's no way everyone is gonna hold that pace. I don't know what pace they went out in, but I knew they weren't gonna hold it. I thought I had a chance, like coming maybe across Rangers. When I started to catch a few guys and see guys in sight, maybe Sean, Callan. Shout out to Callan, he ran strong, man. He really did a good job. I mean, is he 20 yet? 21? And I just said, well, get yourself in there. Like you never know. And I'm ecstatic about Podium. I mean, I honestly, like you said, I've won it 5 times. I've come to the realization I may never have another personal best. I may never win this race again. And I'm fine with that. As long as I can compete, I can wake up. I still at peak train 90 miles a week and average 70. Lord willing, I turn 42 this July, in 2 months.
I mean, 32, right?
42. You didn't know. And I'm still here. I'm still technically a competitor. I'm a competitor because I came on the podium. I never saw Ryan and Tyler, ever. I just couldn't handle that pace. Congratulations to both. Ryan, I mean, the guy's got a personal best. Every other race I saw post 1,500, 5K, 10K personal best. He's in a low bubble right now where he's just on the outside of CAC and Commonwealth Games qualifications. All the best to him, and he's got a bright future on the road and track.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm not going to hold you up. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you at the starting line next year coming out of St. George's.
Never walk alone.
All right. Back to you guys.
Yeah? All right, ready? Yeah.
We looked at King Street. There was Maddie Durkin on top and Christine Daly at the bottom, and we thought that there was going to be something exciting happening, but Maddie got a burst of energy, and now she's running as if she's running an 800 meter.
Maddie,
on the track.
Yeah, Maddie is approaching. She's just about to make this right-hand turn onto Cedar Avenue. She's well in control. She's well in control of the race. She ran 6:56 for her previous mile, and right now she's feeling the crowd. She's acknowledging the crowd is acknowledging her and giving her an appreciation for the work that she's done. You know, from right out of Somerset. So she's effectively run for the last 12 miles.
That's right.
You know, on our own. On our own, and now she's receiving the plaudits and the congratulations from the crowd. As we look back at the turn, we're still waiting to see the.
Daly hasn't made the turn.
The turn.
Yeah.
And but effectively at this stage of the race here, you just have to maintain a bit and you know, gather yourself after this crowd releases a bit, and then when you get to the tennis courts here, you just gather and think about what's about to happen for you. And she's about to win.
What a difference half a mile has made. We thought something interesting was running on King Street. I believe that Daly spent so much energy trying to get close and has now suffered the consequence. But this young lady, the leader, and who's going to be the winner this year, is looking just as sharp as she looked coming over Scotts Hill early in the race. Look at her, her gait, her rhythm, and it's all hers.
Yes, and it's really it's two races really. I mean, Maddie set the first race, and it was basically a race for second place, second and third. Christine, you know, obviously coming off of her maternity leave and everything like that, she probably went out very conservative, and then as a result of some of the pace running from some of the other women, has just reaped the rewards of working through the pack. But Maddie is just about to turn onto Marsh Folly. You could smell the richness in the air from the from that
lots of Bermuda breeze.
Yeah, that Bermuda breeze, as we call it. Some of the breeze I probably wouldn't have partaken in, but nonetheless, you smell the richness of it, Butchie B. Yeah, Maddie is just coming over, just made the turn by the stoplights. She's effectively got about 200 meters before she turns onto Dutton Avenue, and she's going to run away and claim her maiden victory. And Butchie, I know it's been a pleasure watching her, you know, from start to finish.
Yes.
We picked her up from mile 1, and we said she looked strong. She looked like she was all about business today, and she's shown her class. She's been a class amongst the field today, and well deserving. Any period within the race that she's shown any difficulty, she's got through that patch, and shrugged it off. She's running just behind D'Amico Watson right now, and I'm sure D'Amico will be welcome to see her go past him and allow her to run to victory and enjoy this little solo action.
Absolutely brilliantly run race. It's been technical. She's been spot on with her decisions. When to attack the hill, when to not attack the hill, when to increase her speed and when not to increase the speed. She has not put a foot wrong, no pun intended, on her run here towards Bernard Park. As we are about to make a right turn onto Dutton Avenue, we cannot see the second place runner in the distance. She has absolutely blown that field away, and anyone who was trying to make a challenge into that 100-meter lead that she had built up were put back in their place as she has been technically efficient. Her gait and her rhythm has been smooth all the way through. There were 1 or 2 hiccups as we saw her, but now she's on her way past the National Netball Stadium onto Dutton Hill, where she is about to see the finish line in her distance.
Yes, I can tell you, Butchie, when you run off of this hill here, she's just got to mile 13, and she's got, less than 200 meters to run. When you get to this point and you're running off and you know you're about to win this race, it's probably one of the best feelings in the world. And I hope she takes it in, takes this last bit of meters in. This is when the crowd lessens a bit like this, but she has definitely run a textbook race from start to finish. And this year's winner, after we've had 3 years of Gail Lindsay's dominance, the 2026 Bermuda Half Marathon Derby champion in the female division is going to be none other than Maddie Durkin. Well done, Maddie. She has an unofficial time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 56 seconds. Well done, Maddie Durkin. Well done, Maddie Durkin. Yeah, Butchie, now you have a time for next year, a time that's going to be, that we're going to reference for you to finish.
If we are covering the women's race, I'm going to try to run this time or better on the back of this truck.
Yes. Yes, and we will be looking good. So in second place, coming up here, we're looking at Christine Daly, who's coming in second place. She looks very ecstatic.
Happy to get here. We saw her do a double fist pump on her way in. 128, 45, approaching 49. 128.
128.50 unofficially. So an accident run for her after coming off of maternity, and she really ran herself through the race and picked it up. And well done, Christine. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Keep going, Butchie.
Yeah, absolutely, Brendan. Well done, Maddie. Good run. As she don't have much words right now. We see the paparazzi and the press trying to get to him, and they're embracing each other. Look at the sportsmanship. That is alive and well.
Everybody's, one thing about it's all about it's a brother and sisterhood here, and amongst the runners like this here. We're competitors, but a lot of times we end up training with each other, and we want to see each other do well, and it's good to see these two sisters here sitting off, having a little chat, after the race, and just Christine, she will be ecstatic about where she's at. Considering, what she's been through, personally with, her and her family, and welcoming
a newborn,
in addition to the family, and Maddie Durkin obviously winning her maiden May 24th.
May 24th.
Yeah.
Bermuda Day.
Bermuda Half Marathon Derby champion.
What is she feeling now?
Yeah, what is she feeling? Maddie, well done, Maddie. Yeah. Well done. Well done. You look awesome. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, Maddie's saying not bad for middle age. Middle age rocks. Yeah. She looked very strong out there. Yeah. She looked very strong. Yeah.
You look you look very proud.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 months after having a baby.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right. Is that the baby?
we were seeing her coming back.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. But hey, but she, on a hot mic. Yeah.
They were just talking to former leader, Mr. Dunkley, her father, who just said he's absolutely proud, and it's amazing 3 months after having a baby that she can turn out a performance like that.
Yeah, you see Madeiras coming through now.
We can look in the distance.
She's got a limp.
Yeah, Madeiras is on her way. We hope that's Madeiras, because we've been calling Madeiras
to the right.
But it looks like another lady has overtaken her on the way in as she throws her arms up in the air.
Yeah. So, Ruiz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ruiz.
Yeah, Teresa Ruiz is
Teresa's come through. Well
so
done.
she came third last year. Teresa came third last year, and she's backed up her last year's performance and repeated with a third place finish. So well done to Teresa. Yeah, well done.
163. Another lady has come through.
Yes.
And we have yet to see Louise. Yes.
Yeah. Well done, Teresa.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
Yeah, and I'm Mike.
And we are here in Hamilton today with some trivia questions.
Just to see how much people know about Bermuda. What year did the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby first begin? A, 1926, B, 1953, C, 1909, or D, 2012?
ABCD, 2012.
Not quite.
Is that the 50s maybe?
Let's go with D.
D, 2012?
Yeah,
That's your final answer, yeah?
Yeah.
2000? Unfortunately not. It was C, 1909.
What is Bermuda's national bird? Is it A, the pigeon, B, the kiskadee, C, the cahao, or D, the longtail?
I'm going to go longtail.
Longtail?
I'm going to have to say the longtail.
Unfortunately,
The cahao.
The cahao.
that is correct.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
In a world of unprecedented complexity, we help our clients and partners build the resilience to withstand setbacks, meet the moment, and shape the future. At AIG, we provide expertise and solutions to move businesses forward. We are partners in progress, helping turn challenges into opportunities through advanced risk management solutions and a global network of claims experts. In the face of uncertainty, we help our clients act with confidence. AIG, forward we go.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Discover Drop It, your go-to grocery delivery. Browse and select from a wide range of groceries, from fresh produce to daily essentials. Our friendly drivers deliver fresh groceries to your door fast, saving you time and hassle. With Drop It, you get fresh groceries delivered fast, so you can focus on what really matters. Drop It, freshness at your doorstep, delivered to your door with Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
Hi there, welcome to Medical House. We're located at number 6 Bakery Lane. I can't wait to show you all of the great stuff that we carry. Come on inside, let's see. Long days, long shifts, you no longer have to endure comfortable underwear. Designed by nurses, we now offer premium undergarments by Swoop that are unique, fun, comfortable, and functional. The only underwear you'll ever want to wear. Who says high-quality functional products can't be stylish and comfortable at the same time?
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
Hey, if you're chasing sunshine and the sea, there's no better spot, St. George's, believe me. White Horse Grill's flavors you can't ignore. Wahoo's got the drinks by the ocean's roar. Tobacco Bay, where the waves kiss the shore. One taste, one trip, you'll be back for more. Dine, drink, laugh.
Ready to take your financial game to the next level? HSBC is here to help you power up your financial fitness. Your strategy should be sharp and ready for anything, because luck won't get you to the top. Whether securing your future, growing wealth, or planning for life's next serve, HSBC's experts are here for you. From budgeting to investing, let's craft a plan as unique as your goals. Plus, get free financial planning consultations to stay on track. Learn more at hsbc.bm/financial planning. HSBC Bank Bermuda is licensed to conduct banking and investment business by the Bermuda Monetary Authority.
To live coverage here at Bernard's Park. With me to my left is Christine Daly. She's no stranger to this event, coming in second this year. How was it for you this time around?
It was really, really fun. Beautiful day. I had a blast, actually. I had no expectations going in just because I had a baby 3 months ago, so just I didn't know what to expect.
And it seems as though every time you're running, you're having a baby, but you're still coming in the top 4.
Yeah, well, I think I'm done. I have 3 kids, and I think we're good. I think we're done now.
Done now. So then next year you say maybe win the race?
You know, it's funny. I keep coming in second. It's like always a bridesmaid, never a bride. But every year I'm like, next year's my year, so maybe this time for real.
For real. But overall, glad with your performance. What was the humidity like?
I didn't feel the humidity. I thought it was okay, but I kept, dumping water on my head the entire time. So I thought it was okay. I mean, it's obviously a hot day, but it's fine. No different than any other.
Again, congratulations.
Thank
One
you.
more question. What's the secret to your success?
Just consistency, and hard work. And just do it. Tired, do it. When you don't want to, do it when you're happy, do it when you're mad. Just do it.
Good. All right,
Yeah.
keep up the good work.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
You.
Thanks.
Take care. We'll take it back to the studio now. Oh, sorry, we have one more interview. Give me number one.
Once I started this afternoon, I'm going down the beach and start running for action.
Yeah, and it's a little boy, Sanchez Smith. He actually won the other day. And I'm saying, go around the truck. Like, go around the truck. And he has to relay to you, and it's sprinting, and it's like, go around. You know what I mean?
Yes, I was pregnant with emergency during summer. My son was born in August.
And welcome back. With me now is Madeline, the lady that made it all happen this year in the female division. Kind of rough out there going out, but you set a pace. No one was near.
Yeah. It was so special. For me, this is really like I'm making. A lot of people don't know this is, but I started training about 9 years ago. I was, how was I, 45 minus 9? So I was very unhealthy as an adult. I came in and polluted my body for about 30 years. I remember moving to Bermuda and watching the legends like Ashley Cooper, Rosanna Huey, all these badass women, excuse my language, but being just so fierce. I remember watching and saying, you know what, I'm going to do that. I want to do that. I want to be that. So then I started in triathlon, just I thought it looked like a fun kind of team sport. I was last on my first race and just chipped away. Starting in triathlons here locally, which was awesome. And last year I really switched into running. So to me, this was super special. I've watched Gail win the last couple of years. I haven't been on the start line because I've always had like a triathlon or something locally. So anyways, yeah, I'm really proud of myself. It's not just about the win today, but it's about like the 9 years
of the hard work,
transitioning,
right,
to be
running.
what I am today.
Before I let you go, what do you look at things for the future now? Now that you won this event, what's the future looking like for you?
For me, it's just about being smart and staying healthy. You know, obviously I'm kind of on the older end of being an athlete. I'm just going to stay real close to my team. I work on the Synergy team. I train under Alex Waldar. So I really trust him in terms of helping me find my next goal, you know, whether that's a half marathon. I do have a half marathon with my team coming up in November. And other than that, just have fun. You know, you got to keep it fun. You can't put too much pressure on yourself. So for me, it's all about sticking with Synergy, staying close, and enjoying all of this that's around us. You know, it's such a good Bermuda day for everybody. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, keep up the success. Thank you. We'll take it back and throw it to the board.
What is the traditional custom many Bermudians follow after Bermuda Day when it comes to the ocean? Is it A, the first day of fishing, B, the first day of swimming, or C, the first day of sailing?
It's the first day of swimming. Oh, it's the first day to go swimming.
You didn't need any answers. You got it, man. You know what's going on.
Going swimming for the first time of the year.
You don't even need the options. You got it?
Bermudian, yeah. That's the answer.
Yeah, you're Bermudian, and you got it right. Yeah, correct.
Right.
All right. How many miles are in the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby?
You're coming at me pretty aggressive with that microphone. It's coming across like a gun. Okay.
Is it A, 21, B, 13.1, C, 26, or D, 10.2?
Oh, no, you're done. It's too much for my brain. I got too much business on my brain, man.
I'm going to go with what was it?
13.1?
Yes.
Absolutely correct. One of one.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Hey Bermuda, this is comedian Alonzo Bowden, but right now I want to take a moment to be serious. I want to talk about cancer and I want to talk about PALS. Every year in Bermuda, there are 400 new cases of cancer diagnosed, and PALS is here to help. They provide free in-home nursing and emotional support for cancer patients and their families. Cancer has affected everyone. I know it's affected me. Sadly, I lost both my parents to cancer, but on the good side, my brother and sister were both diagnosed and now have both beat cancer. That's right. Actually, my doctor said it's only a matter of time for me, so I'll be back, Bermuda, because I'm going to get some of this free PALS care. That's right, I said free. It's all free. You know why? Because of generous people like you, people who help with time and money. Give to PALS. Any small donation can make a big difference. PALS. Check out the website. Looking forward to you helping everyone.
BDC's Customs Line of Credit is giving you a gateway to growing your business by managing your cash flow. With just a few steps, secure a line of credit of up to $12,500. No need for immediate duty payments, giving your business the breathing space it needs. Whether you're a small or medium-sized business, this program is designed to help you expand your business offerings. Join the many businesses thriving with the BDC's support. BDC Bermuda Business starts here.
Yes, mate, an e-bike. Before you take to the road, let's go over some recommended safety cautions. Even on an e-bike, you still are required to ride at a safe speed. Ugh. Your bike, your hand's still soft. And follow traffic rules. How'd you even get here? And don't forget to check your brakes. That's why you should wait till you're 16 to ride that thing, bye. I meant to do that. Ride smart, ride safe, Bermuda. Together, we can break the cycle.
This message has been brought to you by the Bermuda Road Safety Council.
My name is Tawana Lee, and I am the director of the PAT Majorettes and Drum Corps, along with my mother, Betty Ann Nolan. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the tradition of the majorettes, twirling, as well as the drum rhythms of the drum corps. We love Bermuda Day every single year because it brings the best of our culture to the face of our audience. And with the audience's energy, it brings us into a different light, a different space, and a wonderful opportunity to showcase our skills, our talent, our young ones, and all of the reasons why we are PAT Majorettes and Drum Corps. The reason why we continue to do this, me and my mother, is because we see what the development of our youth needs within our culture. In order to keep the traditions alive, we want to make sure that all of our community realizes how important it is to have majorettes and drums in our country. Previous to the parade, we actually prepare the night before, and we prepare by creating our float on the truck. And then we wake up in the morning ready to see our runners. Some of us get home a little late, but we're waking up to see the runners and enjoy that part of Bermuda Day before we prepare ourselves. To all of the participants in the Bermuda Marathon Derby, whether it be our friends, our family, and just the community, we wish you good luck in your win. And from all of us to all of you, we wish you a Happy Bermuda Day!
Teresa Ruiz. Teresa, congratulations. You must be feeling pretty good.
Thank you. Yes, I'm feeling so good. I'm happy to have maintained the third place 3 years in a row. So yeah, 3 is my lucky number. Yeah.
So, how walk us through this race? I mean, Maddie went out pretty strong and kind of left everybody back in the dust, really.
Yes. So I already had my strategy. I knew that Maddie was going to go fast. So it was not sustainable for me to pick up her pace. Then also Christine went really fast. My strategy was to work with the 4:20 minute per kilometer pace, and then see how I feel like after Burnhouse Hill. I did this course 3 times when I was training, so I felt for me Harbour Road was the most challenging bit, and I always walk up the hills in Harbour Road, so I was like, conserve the energy, have a gel maybe before you get to Burnhouse Hill, and also just make the most out of the crowds. So yeah, like I was very happy, and I felt like I mentally like overcame like a challenge for me. So yeah, I was super happy with the result. And then for me, like I think the decisive moment was here when I was coming through almost close to the finish line. I took over the 4th and the 3rd woman. So yeah, I was very happy.
Oh, so there was a moment there. See, some of us missed that, but walk us through that moment.
So I was running behind Nina, which was the 4th woman there, and I had her close to like in my side, and I was like, should I take her? Should I overtake her? And I accelerated a bit, and I felt like I still have something left in my tank. So then I ran faster, sprinted, and then I saw the 3rd woman here, and I was like, she was wobbling a bit, and I was like, I feel like I can overtake her. So then I ran past here and sprinted, and yeah, it just felt great. It was very close, because last year I had like a big gap, but this year it was very close to the 3rd and the 4th women. So yeah, I was very happy. I think I did well, and I stuck to my strategy. It's a race that you have to be patient as well. So I all the time had that in my mind. Do not think about the people, think about you, think about how you feel. And yeah, it's great. And also I love this day. It's like I love the crowds, and I've seen everyone I know out there supporting. So yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Maybe see you next year.
Yes, of course.
All right, back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you can put that headset on. Oh, guys.
What male won last year's Bermuda Half Marathon Derby?
I don't have a clue.
I'll go with D.
I'm gonna go with B.
Trot? No. John Trot?
It's definitely not Mike Watson. I have no idea. B?
So is Sean Trott who are you going with?
We're gonna go with that.
That's correct. Well done. You got great memories on you.
What is the Bermuda flower that is typically worn or displayed during Bermuda Day?
Hibiscus.
Is that your final answer?
He's got to go in another direction. So let's make it happen. Okay, he's got to make it happen.
The hibiscus?
It's not, unfortunately. It's the Bermuda Easter lily.
Okay.
So close.
Can you tell me what the name of the location where 3 parishes meet in Bermuda is?
No, wait. Repeat them.
A. Nell's Walk, B. Barnes Corner, C. Crow Lane, or D. Black Watch Pass?
Barnes Corner?
Barnes Corner, Black Watch Pass.
3 parishes meet, Crow Lane.
I'd say Black Watch Pass.
Black Watch Pass, your final answer?
Yes.
Crow's Lane.
I'm gonna go with Crow Lane.
Yeah, stick with that answer. That was the right answer, man. You know what you're talking about. Good job.
Good. The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Jess, is that yours? There's mine now. That's
right. Master Key Management is a property management company, and we manage over 300 residential, commercial, and condominium units on the island. And we've used EcoPest for a number of years, and we just love their services. We've used them for termite tenting and pest control around properties. We use them for roach infestations, and they've been fantastic. They are responsive, they're easy to work with, and they're very cost effective. So we've really enjoyed them, and they help make our job a lot easier.
I was at another medical practice, but when I heard about Dr. James, I said, this is the place I got to go. I've got to go and see Dr. James. The way in which he treats people and the way how you feel so relaxed when you go inside to just meet and sit down and talk with him. And it's not about giving you medications, it's about making you better and preventing you from getting sick.
Give us a call at 292-5111. We're here for you and we're not going anywhere.
Hi, my name is Carla Watson.
aka Aunt Carla. I'm the director of the St. George's Original Dancerettes, SGOD, and this year we're celebrating our 35th anniversary in the Bermuda Day Parade. I just want to say a shout out to my nephew, D'Amico Watson, who is running in the marathon. He is the son of my brother, Michael Watson, who is a veteran to the marathon. Good luck, D'Amico. Our group was formed in 1991, so we're really excited this year. We have currently 60 members. On this day, we'll definitely be showing out. And in preparation for the day, we work on our lines, we work on our choreography, we just make sure that we clean everything all up. Also, it's exciting because everybody wants to know what the costume is going to be. So we have a costume reveal day. That's the day they all come in, they try on the costume, and that really puts a lot of excitement in the air. But my girls are energetic, the hard workers. They put a lot into it, so yeah, they're just phenomenal, and they're just awesome. I always went to the Bermuda Day Parade, and I used to love to watch the majorettes because the St. George's majorettes and Warwick United used to go toe to toe. They were the two best top majorettes, but of course, me being a diehard St. George's majorettes all the way. Shout out to the late Gilda Mello. I just want to wish all the runners a safe and happy Bermuda Day. I hope that you have a great run. I want to wish you good luck. D'Amico, like I said earlier, I am rooting for you. Do we want to wish all the runners, everybody, a happy Bermuda Day?
Yes. Happy Bermuda Day.
Yay.
I have 2 jobs. Okay, like ever.
And welcome back to live coverage here at the Bernard Park, the 117th edition of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, as runners now make their way to the finish line, male and female. Joining me now to my left is Jesse Helderman. He's the Bermuda Country Leader and Head of Financial Lines at AIG. Welcome aboard, sir.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Not a problem. What's it been like to experience the first time being the lead sponsor for this event?
Oh, I mean, I think coming in, we knew it was one of Bermuda's iconic events that we were proud to have AIG help sponsor. Between staff, between your team, between the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby Committee, this has really been a partnership all the way through. I feel like we've had months of planning to this. This is now the big day, and thrilled to be here.
Did you imagine something like this behind the scenes? It takes all this type of work for an event of like this magnitude to prosper?
I don't think we knew exactly what it was, so we've made some adjustments as we go. But I mean, truly a team effort, and I think there's so many people to thank as part of this. Dr. Gina Tucker providing leadership, providing opportunities for us to come in and have that partnership with her. I think, welcoming Melissa now to the group and having her as now the Derby president going forward, that will be a new leadership, and we hope to support her in her ideas. And of course, the AIG staff that was huge with making sure that we could do the backpacking and the number pickup at AIG. I know they're at the fan zone this morning. So truly, it was a major effort on all parts.
Once you made the announcement to your staff that AIG will be the lead sponsor for the next 5 years, what was their response like?
I mean, this is Bermuda's iconic sporting and holiday event, right? So I think community, I think tradition, I think, AIG has been in Bermuda for almost 80 years.
Correct.
So a chance to partner with a long-standing, I think over 100-year history of this Derby is an amazing thing. So I think, we've had massive support internally. So seeing our brand, seeing our staff, seeing participants, seeing the runners, everybody knows someone running this race. And I feel like for us, having that connection to what's out there on today is hugely important.
Maybe next year present a relay team?
We are open to all ideas. If someone suggested I should run it, I would have to probably start now to train for next year. But I think it's something that everyone is part of in some way. And so we're excited to be here.
As for your boys, they ran the junior race this morning.
They did. So we have had multiple runners in the Haldeman family for this. So my wife is currently on the course, probably coming in shortly. 2 boys this morning did the heritage race. Right. My son Spencer and Calvin, his brother. So I think we've had multiple personal connections to this. I think about the different parts of this race and how it touches the community. We have people on the road cheering. We have our fan zone. We have runners out there. It really is a team effort.
What's the feedback been like for you? I know it's still early today, meaning just after 10 a.m., but what's the feedback been like, or the response that you've talked to some of your staff members and the public themselves?
I think just the pride that people take in this race and being able to bring the best of the athleticism together with a holiday, that is what this is about. So I think the tradition, the sporting aspect, the community that comes behind it, it has been an amazing outpouring. And I know it's a holiday and we've had some staff contributing time. It is their time that they're going to need back at some point, but everybody wanted to be part of it.
Right. Now you got the prize presentation to deal with later today. How are you going to spend the rest of your day?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. I think between my wife and kids, they're going to want some air conditioning and some time on the couch. But we will be going in the water at some point today, as is our tradition.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to some beach time, and certainly excited about doing this as a morning. This is an amazing culmination of a huge amount of planning. So now we'll take the day off.
Okay.
Like we should.
Before we wrap up, I know you're a big sports fan. I know you're a Yankee fan.
Yes.
I know you're a Knicks fan. Your Knicks won last night, stood up 2-0 against Cleveland. Must be proud about that.
Yeah, I don't follow the U.S. sports as closely as I used to when I lived there. But for today, it's about those runners that participated today, and it's congratulations to all that participated.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. Not going to hold you up. Appreciate it. Look forward to working with you.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Have a great rest of your day.
We'll throw it back to the station now for another commercial break.
Cool. Thank you.
Painless, right?
Good.
What family are the original founders for the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby? The Trimminghams, A, B, the Webbs, C, the Woods, or D, the Tuckers?
Gosh, the Tuckers, possibly?
D, Tuckers.
Let's go with the Trimminghams.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That's your final answer? You got it. It is the Tuckers. Absolutely. Good job. Where is the race starting from this year?
C. Somerset, Bernards Park.
I mean, I wish it was starting in Bernards Park, but it's starting in Somerset this year.
It is unfortunately Somerset. So, who won the women's half marathon derby last year?
I'll go with B.
Joy Barnum is the singer.
A. I'll go with D.
Oh, that's tricky. I'm going to go Gail Lindsay.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah?
Absolutely you are. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good job, man.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
In a world of unprecedented complexity, we help our clients and partners build the resilience to withstand setbacks, meet the moment, and shape the future. At AIG, we provide expertise and solutions to move businesses forward. We are partners in progress, helping turn challenges into opportunities through advanced risk management solutions and a global network of claims experts. In the face of uncertainty, we help our clients act with confidence. AIG, forward we go.
The 117th Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, brought to you by lead sponsor AIG.
Discover Drop It, your go-to grocery delivery. Browse and select from a wide range of groceries, from fresh produce to daily essentials. Our friendly drivers deliver fresh groceries to your door fast, saving you time and hassle. With Drop It, you get fresh groceries delivered fast, so you can focus on what really matters. Drop It, freshness at your doorstep, delivered to your door with Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
Hi there, welcome to Medical House. We're located at number 6 Bakery Lane. I can't wait to show you all of the great stuff that we carry. Come on inside, let's see. Long days, long shifts, you no longer have to endure comfortable underwear. Designed by nurses, we now offer premium undergarments by Swoop that are unique, fun, comfortable, and functional. The only underwear you'll ever want to wear. Who says high quality functional products can't be stylish and comfortable at the same time?
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
Hey, if you're chasing sunshine and the sea, there's no better spot, St. George's, believe me. White Horse Grills, flavors you can't ignore. Wahoo's got the drinks by the ocean's roar. Tobacco Bay, where the waves kiss the shore. One taste, one trip, you'll be back for more.
At HSBC, how we do business in our community is as important to us as what we do for our community.
We are here at Hungry Bay with HSBC today. We're planted over 500 mangroves. This work is very vital for our mangrove ecosystem.
Mangroves are critical for preserving coastal nature. By replanting them, we are really helping nature be at its best.
Thank you so much for HSBC for sponsoring the Microforest Project, but by extension, the Hungry Bay Restoration Project.
I knew Dr. James from in the hospital. I was admitted because I had an asthma problem. So I guess Dr. James must have been on that floor just checking on people, and he happened to walk in my room. I remember so well. He said, okay, well, I think I can fix you. It made me feel good. He changed my medication. What he changed my diet was the food. A lot of stuff that it tells you not to eat. I got a whole thing of that list of what foods to eat and what not to eat. This seems to work. I was tired of that asthma. I was tired of it. The asthma's gone. The asthma's gone. When I go to Dr. James and he comes in the room to me, I could see the attention. But he's listening to what I'm saying. It's like he knows what I'm talking about. He doesn't come to tell me what is wrong with me. He lets me tell him my problem. And that's good. He's a good listener. But when he talks, you're going to have to be a good listener too. Dr. James is different. I think he's ahead of his time.
We wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health. We use the best of science and the best of nature. Give us a call at 292-5111. We're here for you and we're not going anywhere. This is your time to make a change.
Good day. My name is Andre Place, one of the captains of the Places Gumbe Troop. Places Gumbe Troop has been in existence since 1957. From being a Gumbe, I found that I was pretty athletic and actually trained to be a triathlete. But I used to run the 24 Maple Marathon and then dance the Gumbes 4 hours into the parade. I would get up first thing in the morning, make sure I had a good breakfast, catch the ferry up to Somerset, and do the run. And then right after that, just come in and soak for a bit. Then at 12:30 or 1:30, start getting ready for parade. Most of these gentlemen that you see right up the front have only been dancing Gumbes for about 2 years now, 2 to 3 years. And they've become very experienced in learning the dynamics of the footwork of dancing Gumbes. Now the legacy comes from when I started, I was about 9 years old. But watching my uncles dance the Gumbes and watching my grandfather play his flute while the Gumbes marched along was an inspiration to me. It was like a spiritual essence. Gave me a lot of excitement. Everybody loved the drums back in the day, much more than they do today. But yeah, it was
I didn't have my makeup because I knew I sweat.
It was like a spiritual calling from my descendants.
Can I turn this down?
And to all the runners out there running this Bermuda Day,
they control it.
I'd like to wish you good luck.
It's just really
I participated twice before in the Bermuda Day Marathon, and I'd like to say to all of you,
More live coverage here at Bernard's Park. Join me now to my left is the CEO of BUEI, Tracy Burgess. Good morning.
It is morning. Good morning, Ian. Good morning, Bermuda. Lovely. It's such a gorgeous day.
A great day, isn't it?
It is a wonderful day. And I biked in this morning from my home in Bailey's Bay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
So next year you'll do the cycle race then?
Yeah, no.
No? Oh, just what I'll ask. With that said, BUEI is very well known throughout the community, and you've raised the standards and you put things in place. But this year you've worked with AIG as well. They were at your head office today regarding the main entrance, and you guys collaborated, did some things together. Explain to us what was it all about and what's the future looking like with BUE?
Well, AIG is a long-term partner and supporter of BUE, and they have partnered with us on a number of programs over the years, and we were thrilled to find out that they were sponsoring the Derby this year and for future years. And part of their sponsorship was that they were setting up this huge fan zone, and it happened to be right in front of BUE. So it just kind of made sense. And, part of our team wanted to come out and help support and participate in the fan zone this morning. And it really was a lot of fun. It was fun to see not only the AIG volunteers, there were probably 40 or 50 branded AIG volunteers there cheering, and all the props and the sponges with water for the runners and water and everything else. But all the spectators that were lining up and down East Broadway as well. So it was really special.
With that said, what's the occasion or the future looking like for BUE on their projects going forward?
We have a number of projects in the works, and education being the largest pillar of our mission, which is to nurture an appreciation for the ocean around Bermuda. And we do that through education, visitor experiences, and through exploration. We've got new programs launching with our education team this year, both in public and private schools. There's a new program called The Ripple Effect. It really focuses on providing education and raising awareness for Bermuda's unique biodiversity, and it's launching this month. So stay tuned, look out for that. And then we've also got new visitor experiences. We've got a partnership with Podium e-bikes out of St. George's.
Oh, right.
They're going to have a hub at BUE, and we're going to be doing our first trial tours are going to be starting probably mid-June around central areas, central locations. But again, focused on the environment, focused on the ocean. You're outdoors having a beautiful experience, and it's a really good partnership.
So for 2026, with 7 months left, you're going to be a busy lady, putting things back into the community and getting people involved. That's the key.
Absolutely, and bringing people into BUE. So my philosophy is that we needed to be taking BUE out into the community and inviting people in, not only locals and residents, but also tourists and overseas visitors. BUE highlights Bermuda culture, our heritage, our maritime heritage,
Correct.
and
Correct.
shipwrecks and all sorts of gems that are, I wouldn't say they're hidden, but they are contained within the Ocean Discovery Center at BUE. And I personally feel like not enough people know about who we are and what we do and the impact that we have.
Correct.
Our education programs focus on ocean literacy and environmental education. Last year alone, we delivered 8,400 student encounters, touch points, 8,400, and 30,500 hours of education programming, and we welcomed 17,000 visitors through our doors. It's huge.
That's good. That is very good.
Yes.
That's very good.
And so our next community open house is going to be on June 20th. So we're celebrating World Oceans Month, and we're having our Oceans open house on Saturday, June 20th. It's tied in with our once a month Kids Hour activities. So the feature theme for that day is octopus. There's going to be marine science experiments and ocean art, plastics, murals that the community can contribute to, and lots of fun activities.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing that information. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Keep up the good work. And again, June 20th is the opening house day. So Bermuda, come down to BUE, make it all happen. We're going to go to a commercial break now. We're going to wrap things up because we get ready for the prize presentation. But we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back after this. Prize presentation.
4. And when my son Derek was born in 2001, I remember that year vividly because it poured torrential rain on that day. I always say that I've never watched the race from the sidelines. I officially took up the Derby mantle in 2007 and was committed to taking the race from strength to strength. Over the years, we've accomplished so much. We first changed the race from a point-to-point to a certified half marathon and renamed it accordingly. Along with that came certified chip timing, relay events, coming out of St. George's, and going back to Court Street. After a couple of years, we've changed that the presentations to take place immediately following and at the finish line. We welcome numerous sponsors and work tirelessly to elevate the Derby to international standards. There are simply too many proud moments to recall here. One person who deserves special recognition is my dear friend, Renee. She joined the team and was truly a team member. I do not think we could have celebrated this race the way we are today without dedicating the hard work and sassy little way. It is only fitting that this race be held in her honor. While we have numerous sponsors for which we are thankful, acquiring AIG, representing the cumulative of decades of efforts by so many of our Derby committees. As you know, AIG is an international company, so the screening and scrutiny placed upon the race and the organization by them was intense. When AIG agreed to become our lead sponsor for 5 years, it validated so many years of hard work in making this race one that not only Bermuda, but the entire world would represent and admire. Respect and admire, sorry. Their coming on board was the cherry on the cake. I have no doubt that AIG will be upping their sponsorship to 25 years very quickly. After nearly 20 years of leadership, I truly feel I have done my job in helping take the Derby to the next level. And now the time has come for me to hand over the baton. This moment makes me think of my friend Ciola, who called me about 2 weeks before her untimely passing. She asked, who would become the next president, and insisted it surely should be a man. I laughed and told her she would just have to wait and see. I know Ciola is listening closely as the new president, Melissa, was introduced on Anthony Richardson's show on Sunday. That little dynamo has already been leading the charge over the past several months, and will now carry the Bermuda Heritage Marathon Derby forward. Oh, there she is. Of course, there is sadness in my heart, but there's also tremendous joy knowing that this iconic race is being entrusted to someone more than capable of carrying it into the next spheres of excellence which it deserves. Today's success reflects not just on my work as president, but the leadership and dedication of an extraordinary committee, including so many. Roger Lee, yes. Oh, there we go. Our longest serving committee member who has been involved since his teenage years and is, in my opinion, the #1 race director on the Rock. Kim, my brother, does everything and anything. Morris Tucker, son of long-time committee member who does anything and everything with Kim. Natalie, who I recruited after seeing her love for the race. Frigga and her daughter, Kiana, and her family were recruited by Renee. They have been lifesavers over the past several years. Special thanks to Frigga, who took over organization and coordinating of the volunteers and the number pickup this year, and she did a more than awesome job. Tori, who took over the books for Renee, who quickly said, "Don't worry, Gina. He knows what he's doing. He will be well with him." Angela, who helped manage the website for several years. There were so many others along the way, but I would like to make special mention of Debbie Salters, who has done so much and has been a lifesaver when managing the water stations over the West, coming out of the West. And last but certainly not least, Jordan, Renee's son, who diligently, willingly, and enthusiastically does whatever is needed behind the scenes. She trained him from a young age, and her granddaughter, Sana, who is right next to Jordan getting trained. I suspect Sanaa will be president sometime in the next too distant future when Melissa determines this time to move on. Of course, it would not be right if I did not thank my beloved, awesome husband, Curtis Smith. His support has been genuine, unwavering, and consistent throughout. He has stood beside me throughout my tenure, and he has done everything and has done whatever was necessary to help make Derby Day spectacular. He took over managing the finish line, water stations after running the 2015 race out of St. George's. I thank him from the bottom of my heart. And finally, I cannot forget that adorable little boy born 25 years ago, my sunshine. While Derek may not have inherited the Derby bug, he has always helped Curtis and supported the race in his own way. To all the participants, spectators, volunteers, sponsors, committee members, and the government of Bermuda, thank you. In closing, I want to thank our little dynamo, Melissa, who has ensured this day would be spectacular. She covered all the bases, and what you are experiencing today is greatly a result of her leadership and work with the team. I thank her from the bottom of my heart for stepping up to the plate, and I have no doubt she will take this race beyond the next level. For me, I'm sure for all of you, the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, or the May 24th race, as many still call it, is more than a race. It is family. It is a long-standing tradition. It is true Bermuda. The Derby will forever hold dear in my heart. And I thank all of you for your support to me and the Derby for over the years, the last nearly 20 years. Thank you on behalf of Dr. Gina Tucker.
We can wrap up, you know. I can break it up, wrap it up.
Round of applause to Dr. Gina Tucker, please. Thank you all. So now as we continue on with this celebration of events, I will be calling the Honorable Premier David Brett to the stage. However, I'm surprised that he didn't run the Half Marathon Derby, considering it's his last year as our Premier giving these remarks to us. So please give a round of a hand to our Premier for his closing remarks.
Good morning, Media Maya. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Speaker, ministers, Dr. Tucker. I'm a politician, so I'm not sure if I run a half marathon derby. The only thing I'm good at is running my mouth. So that's all you're going to get. But anyhow, what an absolutely beautiful day today. Are we not blessed to live in this country? And so as we celebrate the 117th running of the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby, I understand that participation numbers are on track to make history. And that is attributed to someone who deserves all the accolades that she's receiving today. And I want to pay special tribute to my constituent, someone who I have got to know in a long time in my particular life, someone who's played a role in protecting and strengthening this tradition, Dr. Gina Tucker. Dr. Tucker dedicated herself to ensuring that this event continued to grow, and under her leadership, as we heard from Angela, the Derby modernized and expanded while continuing to be a uniquely Bermudian event. She's done this work in service to the community alongside many other committee members and volunteers who helped to make this day possible year after year. I also want to join in the congratulations that are extended to Ms. Melissa Luby, and I wish you every success as you take on this important responsibility and continue the work of preserving this treasured tradition for future generations. I would I would also like to certainly thank the sponsors, all the organizers, the volunteers, everyone who makes today's race a reality. The government of Bermuda is proud to support the Bermuda Day Half Marathon Derby because events like this bring people together and remind us that our traditions are worth protecting and passing on. So today, congratulations to Tyler Smith and Maddie Durkin for their wins. But to every participant today, whether you're racing for a title, racing for personal pride, or simply determined to cross that finish line to say that you did it, please know that we are proud of you and this country will continue to cheer you on. Thank you, everyone, and may God bless and may we have a wonderful day.
I'm actually going to get the Premier to stand right back up and also bring Melissa as we go into our prize presentation and announce the overall winners. I'm announcing them? Apologies, 2 seconds. So first off, we're going to do the overall winners in the male category. We have third place, Lamont Marshall. There he is. Coming in at second place, Ryan Outerbridge. And now coming to the podium, your overall winner for the Bermuda Half Marathon Derby of 2026, Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith completed the race in a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 59 seconds. Let's give these phenomenal athletes one more round of applause. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Leading it now into the top women racers of the Derby. In third place, we have Teresa Ruiz. That's cool, that's cool.
Somebody was supposed to be taking pictures of the podium. It was supposed to be Heather. She's come this way.
Coming in at second place, Christine Daly. And now your overall top winner for the Half Marathon Derby of 2026 for the women is Maddie Durkin. Maddie completed the race in a time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 56 seconds.
How much time?
Yep. Yeah.
Maddie, if I can get you to stand. Tyler Smith, can you come back to the podium?
Hello, Bermuda. I'm comedian Alonzo Bowden. I'm usually funny, but you know what's not funny? Each year in Bermuda, there are over 400 new cases of cancer diagnosed. Living with cancer is scary, it's confusing, and it's isolating. I bet you know someone who's gone through it. I know I do. And no one, I mean no one, should have to face cancer alone. That's why Bermuda has PALS. I mean PALS, P-A-L-S in capital letters. The great people who have provided free in-home nursing care and emotional support to cancer patients and their families for 45 years. That's right, I said free. No joke, it is free. How do they do it? With support from pals like you, generous people who know that even a small donation of time or money will make a big difference in someone's life. So check out the PALS website and let's see how you can help. I'm a pal. Are you?
Hey Bermudian entrepreneurs, discover the simplicity of showcasing your products and services and get your business online and in front of virtual shoppers today. Use Buy Bermuda. For qualified vendors, sign up is free. Buy Bermuda is an online market where Bermudians can sell their products and services and shoppers can find everything they need while shopping locally online. By choosing Buy Bermuda, you're making a difference, supporting local dreams with every purchase. Entrepreneurs, join Buy Bermuda today and let's celebrate Bermuda's vibrant community together. Your success story starts here.
Yes, mate, an e-bike. Before you take to the road, let's go over some recommended safety cautions. Even on an e-bike, you still are required to ride at a safe speed. Ugh.
Yeah, bite, your hand's still soft.
And follow traffic rules. How'd you even get here?
Oh.
And don't forget to check your brakes. That's why you should wait till you're 16 to ride that thing, bye. I meant to do that. Ride smart, ride safe, Bermuda. Together, we can break the cycle.
This message has been brought to you by the Bermuda Road Safety Council.
Back to live coverage here at Bernard's Park. Things about to wrap up here. People still making their way to the finish line. Those who are finishing in the 2-hour range, 2.5-hour range. Credit to them for the male and females. But it's been overall a great day. We've been here since 7:30 this morning, bringing it to you live on the pre-show with my colleague here, who's making it all happen. It's a pleasure working with you. First time ever on television.
Thanks for inviting me, Ian.
Not a problem.
It's been a real pleasure. I know you've been doing this for a number of years, but I'm sure that, this year was the best year ever, right?
It was. Because of you. Because of you. You made it all happen. But overall, I want to thank the runners. There's people, 920 individuals who took to the starting line in Somerset and made their way here. The relay teams. I want to shout out to the Special Olympics earlier. I totally forgot about that. Please forgive me. As you know, I told you 8 participants running, and obviously they do for a good cause. They're raising money to participate in various other events going forward. But the Special Olympics, those are some special people that make it happen themselves.
Absolutely. That was a relay, right?
Correct. That is correct.
Wonderful.
I think each person was running 1.5 miles as opposed to the usual 3 or 4 mile marks when it's a four-person relay team. But the big story today is the surprise. I give credit to our colleague Nick Jones. He picked Tyler Smith. He had a production meeting. And he said, you know what, Tyler Smith's going to win this. And so we're like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, he's going to win it. So credit to Nick Jones, who called it out about 2-3 days ago. Everyone was looking at Dennis to make it happen.
I was looking at Dennis. Dennis was definitely my pick.
Right.
He didn't finish.
No, didn't finish. We don't know the full story behind it, but some people were texting me during the course and saying it looked like he was injured. But Tyler made his break after 2 miles, him and Sean Outerbridge, and then you didn't see no Dennis as he saw it in the fading by the 3rd mile. Then after that was basically old Tyler himself.
That's right. And Ryan was telling me, because I interviewed Ryan, he was obviously disappointed to finish second, not to miss out on the top spot yet again for the 3rd year straight. But he said that Tyler just turned on the gas and he couldn't keep up.
Right. Well, tell him don't give up. My good friend Jay Donowa, he was a bridesmaid for a number of years, but he eventually won the race. Why? He stayed there and made it work. It's like Arsenal. He's a big Arsenal fan. It took him 22 years to win the league title. So all you Arsenal people out there, congratulations. You finally won the league. 22 years. Credit to you. Back to the race here. It's been a fantastic one. We got 30 seconds to wrap up. I just want to thank the Waterfront man for providing me with the shirt. Also, the wardrobe he provided for Mike Sharp, who made an excellent job out there reporting in the field. I want to thank our field reporters, Lisa Bernardo and Ryan. I also want to thank the production staff and make it all happen. Our general manager, Heather Lamb, Lamont, Woods, Amir, and yourself.
Thank you, and thank you, Ian.
Thank you. Thank you, Bermuda. We're going to wrap it up for now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe and sound.
Happy Bermuda Day.
Call EcoPest. Our team consists of highly trained pest control professionals that focus on the source of a pest problem. We take pride in our work, and it shows in the superior results our experts achieve. We use industry-leading baiting techniques and single insect targeting, so there's no haphazard spraying in and around your property, and no cutting corners when it comes to the quality and effectiveness of our pest control treatments. For unwelcome guests, call EcoPest.
I've known Dr. James for 20 plus years. I was having high blood pressure issues. So he says to me, listen, I can fix it or you can fix it. He's like, I can put you on medication or I can change your whole eating plan. He gave me a list of things that I should and shouldn't be eating. 2 months, 3 months later, I lost 10 pounds. Feel a lot better, and I haven't really had any high blood pressure issues. That's come down as well. I took his advice and it yielded positive results.
Give us a call at 292-5111. We're here for you and we're not going anywhere.
Good day. My name is Andre Place, one of the captains of the Places Gombe Troop. Places Gombe Troop has been in existence since 1957. From being a Gombe, I found that I was pretty athletic and actually trained to be a triathlete. But I used to run the 24 Maple Marathon and then dance the Gombe's 4 hours into the parade. I would get up first thing in the morning, make sure I had a good breakfast, catch the ferry up to Somerset, and do the run, and then right after that, just come in and soak for a bit. Then at 12:30 or 1:30, start getting ready for parade. Most of these gentlemen that just be right up the front have only been dancing Gombe's for about 2 years now, 2 to 3 years, and they've become very experienced and learning the dynamics of the footwork of dancing Gombe's. Now the legacy comes from when I started I was about 9 years old, but watching my uncles dance the Gombe's and watching my grandfather play his flute while the Gombe's marched along was an inspiration to me. It was like sort of like a spiritual essence. Gave me a lot of excitement. Everybody loved the drums back in the day, much more than they do today. But yeah, it was almost like a spiritual calling from my descendants. And to all the runners out there running this Bermuda Day, I'd like to wish you good luck. I participated twice before in the Bermuda Day Marathon, and I'd like to say to all of you, Happy Bermuda Day!
thanks for coming. You got plenty of work ahead of us to do. All right. That was it. It's a clubhouse, isn't it? Yeah, it's right, but it's a fucking bathroom, but they don't. I mean, don't these guys play football anymore? They're probably getting trees, right? I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I'm heading out, bro. All right. You got your stuff in my van. Oh, right, sure. It does feel good.